Hello. Family, friends, fans, fellow adventurers. Welcome back to Practical Heroes with our second flagship campaign, The Sands of Syldaris, where last time you guys closed out your business with Balabilon's Bizarre Bazaar, which of course Warden did do some shopping if he wants, so feel free to have a look at some stuff he would have bought or sold and just drop me a message because you weren't here last session to do it. That's fine. You secured a team of shaggy yak yetis from Mordothak's stables, and you set out across the Halador Isles towards the Tower of Eternity. You skirted the main roads, and you traced the rim of a vast chasm, which is vaguely sexual, where a hush fell over the world. A choir that only Chester could hear promised one answer, and he sang his question back into the cold. The reply drifted back like light on snow. You possessed the means to enter the tower. You pushed on to the village of Barkanor, and you found warmth at the Wench and Goblet. Chester joined the house bard Thildra in a joyous duet, while Imratel kept tankards moving. Linger quietly sent Rip to shadow a red-haired elf with a sending stone, and inside his pack, Rip rustled up the truth, a novice necromancer with notes and flawed scrollwork corrected in a flash before he scarpered home. You slept under friendly eaves, and you rode at first light for the Tower of Eternity. At the tower, the wind died. Ley lines wrapped the stone like a patient coil, and runes blossomed when Linger bared her spellbook. She recognized the test, and, rather than complete the sigils blindly, she unwound them in a deliberate sequence, an arcane Rube Goldberg that taught the tower that you understood why, not just how. The stone yawned. It's a very sleepy tower. It's been here a very long time. Inside, a message shimmered. Eternity cannot be held, only witnessed. Floor by floor, you placed the book upon waiting lecterns, and a spectral Syldaris stepped forth. That was an unintentional tongue twister. Memories returning in measured waves. He named the first hall the Architecture of Preservation, a plan to ensure Erroth's essentials would endure. The next, the Fracture Index, where delay is not denial, and preservation can only slow change. On the third level, above Syldaris' vast shaft and a forest of crystalline frames, he revealed the Chamber of Containment, vessels meant to hold knowledge, memory, and self without the price of true lichdom, forged with eternal ice from the Halador Isles to stave off decay. Some of the crystals were empty, some were cracked. If shattered, their lore would seek new hosts. Syldaris warned of 2 more floors yet above, and you paused at the edge of that waiting dark. Dun dun dun! Very dramatic from Scribequill there. That's scribequill.com.
And that's scribe
really
with a
fucking
Y.
It is scribe with a Y.
As in,
so useful.
why not
so
just use
helpful.
it for your games?
Why not just use it?
Just use it. Because it also captures quotes
Yeah,
from
we
your
now
games,
use it
like,
for all of our games at home.
And
Hey, Lingo.
so do we.
where do we keep our illegal stuff? An excellent
Yeah.
quote that Scribequill picked up.
I didn't ask.
Or-
That wasn't me.
One of my personal favorites, even though I was the one that said it. Remember, friends, if you ever find yourself in dire need of an item, you probably should have bought it from me when you last saw me.
Real.
And
I
that
did like
very
already
Chester's
came
one
up.
as well. I did very much enjoy Chester's one when you arrived at the Wench and Goblet and he was talking to Imratel and said, I'm looking to acquire a room. Are you the wench or are you the... Never mind.
I don't know.
But anyway. So, Tower of Eternity. We are back inside. Warden's updates have now finished, and he has rebooted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you were blue screening a little bit. We were a little scared.
Every time they looked at you, it was just updates in progress. Please do not turn off the Warforged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they don't tell you this, but like you have to update the drivers and the docent, and
His
it takes
graphics
time.
drivers were way out of date.
Mm-hmm.
But now he can play Cyberpunk 27.
I do have
27,
this annoying
27.
watermark at the bottom right of my vision note that says "not powerful enough to run Windows 11." Don't know what that's about. I can probably turn it off in the config somewhere. Because clearly it is running Windows 11.
Ooh. Level 20, you get a Linux update instead.
One day I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, cool. So we are currently still in the Chamber of Containment. You still have this kind of spectral Syldaris wandering around the room and kind of telling you about the crystal frameworks. And Linger has been making some notes as to how he was attempting to use these crystal frames to store knowledge, memory, and perhaps something further to attempt to prolong life or just continue existing.
Yeah, Syldaris, may I ask you a question about these crystals?
Yes.
Do you, like, if I point at one, do you know, like, what's in that one there? And he'll point to one that's not, like, cracked open.
He kind of looks over, pauses briefly. You see, like, the eyes of this apparition kind of start glowing, and you see the crystal starts glowing the same color in unison. And he... Yes, this particular crystal contains a repository of spells I had been working on.
Sort of eyes linger at at that. Oh, well, that's interesting. Particularly to some, but yeah.
Yes, these were more combat-focused spells, so they were left incomplete. They were not as pressing as the rest of my research. Of course, I had intended to come back to them, but as you know, things were cut a little bit short.
You
Well,
died.
in that regard, do you feel that any of them would be worth trying to finish now, given our impending appointment with a dragon and potential pseudo deity?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, from what I have seen, from your abilities and your spell book, and some of the people that you have been fighting up until now, some of these, I did not always work alone. I have had apprentices, I have had colleagues. Some of these spells do appear to have been completed by others in the time since I have been away. In particular, the Stygian Eye spell that you have used a few times, Linger, was one such spell contained in these crystal frames. There are others within here that I am certain if we were to take some time, we could perhaps retrieve and complete, and they could prove useful.
Interesting. Okay.
Now,
Certainly
do they all
there are
just...
some spells here in this room that I would like to retrieve and gift to Linga.
Just sort of on that note, I guess, do they all these crystals, do they just contain spells and memories? Or is there any
No.
like physical beings that if we unleash, they will add to our burdens of world destruction sort of thing?
You see he kind of looks around the room a bit. I had not quite begun the process of inserting myself sounds wrong. Placing parts of myself in these crystal frames when the incident happened.
Your death.
I had begun the preparations on myself, which, now that these memories are returning to me, I do believe is the reason why parts of my soul were able to splinter away, and one of them found its way into your friend's spellbook. I believe I would need some more time within the tower, specifically within this room, to recall the exact contents of all of these crystals, but suffice it to say, from what I do remember, some of these contain portions of myself that I had begun to store for safekeeping in the event of the worst case scenario. I do not recall having trapped anything particularly dangerous inside these. It would be a bit counterproductive to store myself alongside something so volatile.
Well, do we proceed upwards?
I
believe
think
we do.
so.
Okay.
Warden, you're back.
Yeah, I already said that. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. I kind of blanked.
Finished updating. He's good now.
Oh,
We
yeah.
were just like dissociate really hard for a minute.
No, never.
Not once.
Just me then.
Warden, all of last session. So you pick up Linga's spellbook, the apparition of Syldaris slowly fades away.
Yeah.
You make your way up the next kind of spiral staircase, and this floor is much warmer than all of the other floors. It's not hot, but there's the warmth of like, there is a presence here that's almost wrong in a way. It's kind of like white stone all around, but you can see it's veined with slow-moving crimson light, and it almost kind of looks like there's magma kind of flowing between. You know how marble has like those different color veins running through it? It's like if you took
Yeah.
a slab of marble and ran magma through those veins.
That's really cool. I like
Um,
that. It's a neat visual.
Thank you. The air kind of smells faintly of like ash and ozone. And the stillness that you have become quite used to inside this tower so far is disrupted. There is a deep, irregular pulse almost that kind of echoes up through the walls. Almost like
Yowza.
I think Linga probably, this feeling and this kind of atmosphere gives the vibe of like the aftermath of like a powerful spell. You've seen these sorts of things happen before. What specifically, you don't know. It would have to be something pretty big if it is like a failed spell or something like that, or just he was detonating something we don't know yet. But it is this like circular chamber. You can see the walls are etched with these immense arcane arrays that kind of spiral inwards towards a central dais. The designs all seem to be layered, so they're all like stabilizing sigils overlaid with elemental binding circles, and they are all intersected by these enormous anchors, almost driven deep into the stone. I think, again, Linger, you'd probably pick up like, it's not like a ship anchor, but it is like a big singular object has been driven into the stone in various places, and you know that people do these sorts of things to like bind magic to it. And Mura, you would immediately pick up, because you can see this on the anchors. The reason why you could see almost like the ley lines twisting around the tower outside, these basically enormous pitons are like anchoring ley lines to the tower. They are drawing ley lines into this room.
That's cool.
But they are anchoring them to the tower. All of you can see at the center of the dais there is what appears to be one of the like crystal containment frames from below. It is enormous and it seems to be entirely collapsed, but it looks like it shattered outward as opposed to inwards.
Yeah.
You can see hovering in the air, there are fragments of obsidian, scorched crystal, and like almost like metal that's been superheated to the point where it's fused together in various places, and it's hovering like there was this explosion and everything has just frozen at the exact moment of detonation.
It's like when the TARDIS blew up.
Yes. Above the dais, suspended, you can see this massive skeletal outline of what appears to be a dragon. It is incomplete. It's like half erased, almost like similar to how you've seen at various points throughout the tower. There's like reality almost fighting against what's happening or trying to be preserved. Here it looks like reality is doing its absolute fucking best to just refuse to finish remembering the skeleton of this dragon.
So Syldaris, did you try to summon a greater primordial elemental and brought the dragon soul here that would become...
So I assume you place your spellbook down on one of the lecterns.
Yeah, like as she's saying this,
yeah.
she's... Did you...
What did you
maybe bring the soul of this dragon to this plane, try to trap it, and now it's escaped, and that's what you fought, and now he's remade his body, and that power is now trying to become a sun god? Did you
see
do this?
Like, as he's forming, stroking his beard, deep in thought, very clearly, like, actively trying to remember as hard as he can, like, oh fuck, what happened in here, fuck. Like, desperately trawling through his memories. He does kind of look
like
around.
Oh no.
I did not summon anything like that, no.
That's good. But what did you do?
That is what I'm trying to recall. And you see he's like slowly starting to walk around the room. He's looking at the walls and you see...
Did you fuse a elemental
Sorry.
soul with the dragon soul? Is that what you? I'm trying to help you.
So you can see as
Did
he's
you
kind
do
of
a
walking
thing?
around, very, very classic. The inscriptions on the walls, as well as being like aspects of the spells, are his notes. They are carved into the stone. They are very methodical from the looks of them, very careful.
Yeah.
And you see he's kind of walking around, stroking his spectral beard. Excuse me. And he, it is slowly coming back to me. There have always been incredibly powerful primordial forces beyond the reach of the gods that have been kept in check by the Lord Primordial since the very beginning.
Just
The
like you're
ley
tapping her
lines.
foot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picturing
Yeah.
the foot tapping
Understanding.
happening.
Yeah. Your tail is
The ley
twitching just like a
lines-
little bit.
Have not always been in existence. The ley lines manifested slowly over time. And you see he starts like tracing some of the notes on the wall. Yes, here I began to theorize if the ley lines were left unchecked, it was entirely possible they could tear the world apart.
Whoa.
Accumulation and release of elemental energy. Too much for the world to handle. Perhaps it was a design from the Lord Primordial intended to tear the world apart and begin anew. I do not know, but yes,
I
Sorry.
No, I was just like, why would he want to tear the world apart? Seems kind of mean.
We may not
I
have
do not
even
necessarily
meant
know
to.
if it was a want. Yes, it may have just
Yeah.
been byproducts of this perhaps first attempt at creating a world. This is how the world progressed, and this was the unfortunate counter reaction, the product of what the Lord Primordial had created. So
Doll.
I came up with a somewhat radical solution, I'm starting to think. I theorized it could be possible to create a living conduit
Oh no.
capable of absorbing, circulating, discharging this primordial power without completely rupturing the lattice of reality. Everything in this tower has been to preserve reality. I wanted a guardian, a regulator, a pressure valve, almost. It could take this energy in and regulate how much was then output back safely.
So you made Soomilithrom from the growing kudzu roots that are ley lines.
Is Linga like walking around this room at all, or is she staying?
Yeah. She's like walking and theorizing and
As
also a
you
little
say
bit
this-
angry.
As you say this,
Because
one
in
of the,
her
like,
mind, she's like, he could have just shot it up in the air with a diffuser and things would have been fine.
Oh my god, I
But
have a
instead,
Who knows
diffuser.
what
he
would have
made-
happened if he had just diffused it? It could have still accumulated again.
So with a diffuser, you can put those oils that you use in the bath bombs.
Essentially.
Yeah.
But Linger, as you are walking around and kind of theorizing about this, you see one of the more prominent inscriptions kind of repeated across several areas of the walls with incremental revisions. a name repeated across all of these
Should
inscriptions.
strangle this old man.
Soomilithrom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You created
Um,
Soomilithrom from raw
he,
primordial.
I
Oh my.
did not create Soomilithrom. We had a friendship. We were working together. We were colleagues. We were friends. I selected a draconic form because inherently dragons are able to adapt. Their longevity is almost unrivaled by any other race that I was aware of at the time. Yes, hybridization, elemental principles, mortal principles, preventing this crystallization of divinity. I did not want to create a god. I wanted to infuse the primordial energies directly into the essence of this being and allow it to expel the energy. And Linga, you can see one of the inscriptions kind of like towards the end of the notes reads, "It must never be worshipped. Reverence invites consolidation. Consolidation invites ascension." And a much more hurried note added clearly later on, almost like a footnote almost, but given quite a bit of prominence. The conduit exhibits self-directed will beyond expected parameters.
Okay, so I understand where your head was at. I do. And I think your intentions were good. Now, I personally have developed a code of not experimenting on my friends, which they seem to appreciate.
Which
I
we
would
are
suggest
grateful
that.
for. Yeah.
So I would definitely suggest that.
Mira's
in the
like,
future.
wait a minute.
So have all my bones, yes.
Yes.
That means you
Um,
thought about it.
Sorry, I personally just blacked out.
Oh. So maybe this is a generational thing or just a lived experience kind of thing. Seeing now that there was a rather large, big red button regarding worship and that causing some consolidation of the powers, perhaps a dragon who could go to any kobold tribe anywhere to find immediate followers.
Whoa.
Perhaps not the way to go. I'm not saying that's what happened, but like that's like the easiest, like step one, done. So maybe a little critique there. Do understand the rationale of using a draconic body because of their innate ability to handle magic. So yeah, this will be a new puzzle to figure out how to uninvest all of this raw planar magic.
Oh, yeah. Because if
from the
we
dragon.
destroy the dragon and then the ley lines are free again, free, quote unquote, and then they destroy the world because of all the ley line stuff. That's not great, actually.
The ley lines are not trapped within Soomilithrom. This was not binding them to him. This was... It's hard to explain. It's binding the essence of the ley line to this being to allow it the ability to siphon, in a way, the excess energy that was threatening the world and
Right.
redistribute it where and how necessary. I do not think that if you destroy Soomilithrom there would be a catastrophic detonation, but of course at this point I cannot be sure.
Well, right, but he still has within him everything that he's built up to now,
Yes.
and then we still would have to deal with the after problem of now nothing is siphoning the powers again, and one would assume that buildup and growth would begin anew. So, I'm thinking a multi-pronged approach to that secondary problem rather than one single living being, more like large structures that direct the power back towards the world tree or something. We've got that.
Mhm.
We'll figure that out. That's a secondary
Problem for
problem.
future us, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Perhaps.
But or the world
Hold on.
ends. Who knows?
Mhm.
Hey, wait, hold on.
Secondary options.
Kind of
Anyone have any?
looking around the room. Just give all the power to Mura, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
I
was
think you
gonna
guys
say
should do this.
Just put it into a bunch of bath bombs.
Oh my god!
Job
Wait
done.
a minute. I've got this guy.
Primordial bath bombs.
I've got this guy. He's my accountant, right? He can help me distribute all of this power. Like he helps me distribute the money from the bath bomb business, so I don't have to pay taxes. That man is just that man is just siphoning money from Mura, and she's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
So, kind of looking around the room, you do pick up the containment frame. From the looks of it, didn't rupture because it overloaded. It's almost like it failed because it succeeded in a way. Like its ability to contain whatever was within it failed because of how well this succeeded. You see Syldaris is kind of walking around the room, reading over his notes. You see, like, more and more, like, flashes of recognition in his eyes. Soomilithrom. Stabilized. They're not horses. The
Are you
surrounding
sure about
ley lines faster and more efficiently than I had anticipated. This was intended to be a gradual siphoning. The dragon did not simply channel the primordial energy as I had planned. It learned from it. I think that is when it began to define itself as central in a way. And you see he
Dragons are highly
moves over.
intelligent. Don't understand why you were shocked
He
by
kind of-
this.
moves over to the far wall and waves a
be
hand,
nice.
and you see, like,
Clear's
like
floored.
illusion, the wall kind of ripples and shimmers, and you see a final, very deeply etched passage just dominating the far wall. It's carved so hard that the stone is cracked beneath it. And he kind of starts, like, he's reading it to himself, but in a way where, like, he's also reading it aloud, thinking through what he's reading at the same time. And he says, "A being made to prevent fracture will come to believe that it deserves the world that survives."
Oh, that's pretty deep. That's kind of deep.
And you see,
You know,
kind of
above people.
underneath it and next to it, the stone has almost been, like, magically scoured, as if there was further notes and realizations following this, and someone has attempted to erase them.
Mm-hmm.
Above table.
Above table, probably only Maywood will understand.
Ooh.
I might be stupid.
I feel like what has happened here is Syldaris pulled a lawnmower man and gave.
You're right. I don't know what that means.
Dude.
Yeah. You got me? You see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
The
what
titular lawnmower man.
happened. Yeah.
Who the fuck is that?
You could watch
Once
the
you,
movie,
like, get
but I don't know if I would recommend doing that to anyone.
I would just read the Wikipedia on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it's
watch
not
like
a
a
very good
YouTube
movie.
short on it, you know?
There's a
Wait,
how
you
did
know
this get
about
made?
this?
Yeah, I know.
You know it? Oh,
course
nice.
he
You know
does.
Lawnmower Man.
Yeah.
See, I'm a film student. Of course, I know about Lawnmower Man.
Okay.
You didn't know about any movies that Elvis was in?
I couldn't
Like-
name any movies that Elvis was
Mm.
in. I knew he was in movies. I just couldn't name any off the
I
top of
don't
my
think I
head.
could either, to be honest.
Okay, I gotta tell you guys, last night I was drunk and I was watching Ethan play Fallout New Vegas, and they
Nice.
made references, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious. I was like, the Devil in Disguise, Return to Sender, and like one other thing that they made a reference to, and I was like, those are all Elvis songs, and he goes, oh, really? This man has played that game like 8 times. And he was
80.
like, I had no idea.
Thank you.
80. He's like, I had no idea. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Those
I
are
don't know that either. Well, I long played it on my channel, Librarian Long Plays. There you go, plug for
they're
myself.
all
I don't listen to Elvis. I always tell you, I'm a Zoomer, dude. Elvis
I-
is more of like a
I-
folk legend, like Johnny Appleseed to me, than an actual like living person. Like,
I mean, every quest name in Fallout New Vegas
Is it
some
Elvis
sort of
reference?
That
or
too.
pun or joke. Not
Or
Elvis
a
specifically
musical
for all
title.
of them, but all of them are like
Oh my
puns, jokes,
God.
references.
It was so funny, and I got it immediately, and I really loved that. Thank you, Obsidian, for that.
You're
For
watching-
Lawnmower Man, I would definitely recommend the How Did This Get Made episode of Lawnmower Man. It's insane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
also, I got
I need
this
to watch
What does he
that.
for
say?
Christmas.
He pulled a lawnmower man, and then what?
That was it. I just
Why?
wanted
I got
Oh,
Fair enough.
I got the Ranger Sequoia Shadow Box. It's not real. It's rubber.
It's a movie. A sci-fi
Um,
horror movie. Okay. Pierce Brosnan's in this movie?
Yeah. But we don't have to get into it right now. I just.
I think Chester, taken aback, obviously, he wants one sort of clarification that he's trying to wrap his mind around. Okay, so may I I like to sum up a little bit to make it easier for people to understand. A lot of big words being used. Would you say that Syldaris, let's use the word used, Soomilithrom to get the ley lines rejiggered in a way so that they would not destroy the world, and then because of that, he is sort of turned into a god, but because the work is already done of the rejiggering, if we destroy him, the work's done, so it'll be fine.
Oh my god!
I do not believe that he has reached the point yet of being a god. There is that
Yeah.
certainty at least.
Headed towards godhood, attempting to, yeah.
I have not had much dealing or encountering with Soomilithrom since. Of course, there was
I did.
the fight
yeah.
that happened between us. One of the other reasons for choosing a draconic form for this was their ability to convert raw primordial magic into the breath weapons that they use. There are many magical flames that do not produce heat, they simply produce fire. The heat that you feel is wasted energy, in a way. Like how, when you are heating up a pot of tea. The kettle itself gets hot not because the tea is hot and the steam is escaping, it is because of the excess energy that is being produced. The heat is that byproduct, the lost energy. I believe if Soomilithrom has been using his powers, every time he has done so, there has been this wastage of the excess energy slowly diffused back into the world, as had been planned. If you were to defeat him, I am in agreement. The work that had been done will remain done.
Okay.
If he has continued to siphon the ley lines, all of the energy that he has been siphoning, I expect he is attempting to accumulate for either ascending to godhood himself, or if he is assisting someone else in ascending. I expect they will be attempting to use that energy. I do not think there will be a cataclysmic release, no.
All right. Well, that's good to know.
I'm starting to think I chose the wrong character for this campaign. Maybe
Why,
going straight fighter for a magic heavy campaign was not a good idea on my part.
No, we put you out front, you distract them, and then all the magic stuff happens. It's perfect.
I do magic, and I don't know what's going on, so...
Yeah.
I do magic, and I pretend to know what's going on.
All of you, as you are actually attuned to magic in some way, even Warden, to be fair, because he is like this combination of Warforged and human, which in my world, Warforged are intrinsically linked to arcanomechanics, which in and of itself is the combination of magic and tech. All of you can feel almost like the tower itself considers this room to be a critical mistake. Like, it's almost like you can feel the feelings of the tower. There's no feeling that
Being
this
a
is
critical
necessarily
mistake.
like a moral failing. It's not like the tower blames Syldaris, but it's almost like it's recording everything, and this is recorded under big fucking mistakes.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
There's
and
some-
there's still
there's some aspects that I'm gonna struggle with not being a little judgy about, but overall, we've all made
Naturally.
leaps and breaks, and my cats just all came in here. They broke the door down. It scared me because I
Just
didn't
a
know.
flood
And
of
suddenly
cats.
something was touching my leg.
Hundreds of them.
Well, it feels like it when there's 4. They just,
that's a flood. in
yeah, it's
terms
a
of
flood of
cats.
cats. Yeah.
I am
Um,
choosing to believe that they all climbed on each other's backs for one of them to then grab the handle and twist so they could all...
Like
Mm.
World
That-
War Z.
yeah. I think
how
that's
cats
what
I was
work.
going
happened.
more for a Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like World War
Uh,
Z.
okay. Sorry. Fettuccine just totally threw me off.
I love your cat names
We've
so
all made
much.
we've all made mistakes. We all have had errors in judgment. I have made several. She motions to herself. Still working on correcting some of those. However, I have managed to find a better path, and she motions at her friends. So I think together we can figure this out and find
Yes.
a better solution than imbuing a dragon. That's, again, secondary problem. Primary is how to disrupt the essence he has already absorbed and may still be absorbing.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
any thoughts on that? Mira, you are especially adept with ley lines.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah, I
think
am.
there might be an avenue there where we could create a siphon to the siphon? Maybe reverse the flow?
Reverse the polarities, if you will.
Turn the sump pump on. I mean, is there? Do you feel like in your bones, in your gut instinct, that there might be a way to break or pull back the connection?
I'm gonna check my bones. I'm gonna check how my bones.
So,
Let me check my bones.
Mira, you do know
Okay.
from having read Alistair Frost's journal, there was a point in time where, and it's all starting to make sense and connect now, he wrote about having been taught by Syldaris a method of anchoring ley lines to a living being, and that is what he attempted to do with you, which is what led to a lot of the problems that Mira faced.
Yeah, let's not do it to living things. I'm very
He
not.
was warned by Syldaris that this is a potentially very dangerous thing to do. You would
Unless
have a memory of having read this in the journal. You would know clearly it is possible to be done. This is very likely why and how you have such a strong connection to the ley lines. You would probably, even with limited Mura brains, be able to theorize.
Not limited beer brains.
If it's possible to anchor them to something, it should be possible to break the anchor, break the connection. You are able to tap into ley lines and siphon power from them to empower your own spells. Therefore, it's entirely possible you could, if Soomilithrom is infused with ley lines and has ley lines anchored to him, there is every possibility you could realistically treat him in the same way, and it might be possible to siphon ley line energy away from him.
Okay.
Maybe that shrink him down a bit.
Mirror
Turns
relays
into a fucking
this.
baby.
okay.
I think that there could be a way to siphon it from him. There's a way to siphon it to people. That's kind of what fucked me up a little bit as a kid.
Okay. So let's say
siphoning.
let's say
you
we
fucked up.
we
True
deal with
language.
Soomilithrom. We reverse this. We break the connection. We siphon some back. If the only way to anchor it is with something living, I wonder if we can diffuse each point enough to where literally every living creature on Erroth becomes a point of contact.
That's, you know what they call
So
that?
it's so diffused.
That is a reverse spirit bomb.
Like just
That's exactly what that is.
everyone becomes just fractionally just a micron more magical.
Reverse spirit bomb. If you know, you
I
know.
thought it was gonna be like a distribution of the wealth to the masses joke, not a fucking reverse spirit bomb.
No, yeah, that's like exactly what we're explaining.
I think that
Fuck.
enhances everything for everyone.
Yeah, I like that.
Ugh.
I'm going to work on that in my downtime.
All right.
Ugh, God
I don't
damn.
know what a spirit bomb is, but I'm going to work on distributing the magic to just
Redistributing the
Everything.
magic to the masses.
You know,
To every living thing, not just people, not just
If we don't get Mura doing a ley line
sentient
spirit
beings.
bomb before the end of this game,
you know what
I
might
will be sad.
make sense just to take into your calculations is our fame, because our fame, our knowledge among the populace, the more we're known, the more we could spread this energy through us, through our fame. I'm just saying.
Spirit.
I will
and-
consider that in the formula.
Yeah, couldn't wait.
Yeah. Perhaps
Oh,
center the ritual around a performance. Would that?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
He holds up his saxophone. You know, we've infused this thing with magic in some way. I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah, we
it
can-
spreads. And
You know,
Yeah.
it does. The more participants in a ritual, the easier and it becomes, and the larger a net that can be cast. So a
Mhm.
massive concert of sorts could help us really
Ow.
with our Hanyu. You know what I'm saying? Like we just
Uh-huh.
okay.
You know,
So-
it's sort of an interesting
Somebody
thing as
can
well,
stand
is
In
that there's
the
still
space
one
of
more
5
level to
minutes,
this
she's gone
tower.
from Dragon
I know.
What
We
the hell?
only- Okay, so now we know some origin of Soomilithrom. We have a plan to infuse the world with magic. I love that. I think that's beautiful. And
I'm
now
really
on the
sorry for
next
seeing any
level,
of this,
we
Maywood,
will
But there is an eyelash that I just cannot get out of my fucking eye.
find.
Should we break for your eyelash?
Is there someone still in here with me?
Oh, I think I got it. Oh,
If there's anyone in the room right now, please let me know. What's your name?
Which food group are you?
but yes. Soomilithrom kind of turns back around. Soomilithrom? Syldaris.
Ah,
From the notes that he's kind of reading along the wall. There are a number of options that we could potentially look into to help deal with this.
When?
Many years ago now, before the planes were sealed, a wizard from a distant land visited Erroth. He spoke with me. We had many an interesting discussion as to the nature of magic, spells that we were working on, and he presented me with a new one of his, a contingency, in a way. And I think it's entirely possible that my work on learning and creating this spell for myself could remain within the Tower of Eternity. But to complete it, it is entirely possible that the fragment of my soul that resides within Linger's spellbook may have to remain here for a time. But he called the spell Disjunction. It is more powerful than any magic that has existed in Erroth before or since. It is a reminiscence of magic that was present in this man's world before their goddess of magic sealed off access to such powerful magic. This Mordenkainen's Disjunction is a spell so powerful it can completely sever someone's connection to the weave entirely.
Whoa.
Yowza.
That's kind of wild.
In the past, he used it to seal away potent magical artifacts that could not be destroyed, severing the magic from the item completely, rendering it a normal sword, for example, and kind of gestures towards Warden. It doesn't destroy the magic, but it completely seals it away. Unfortunately, the ability to cast such powerful spells at the time certainly did not exist in Erroth, and has been outlawed in this Mordenkainen's own worlds. But between the two of us, we had theorized that if enough powerful casters were able to come together to enact a ritual, it is possible that Mordenkainen's disjunction could be cast. That would solve one of your problems, sever the ley lines entirely from Soomilithrom, cut off his access, and prevent backlash. They would be sealed, not released.
Oh.
Do a concert
Interesting.
at the floating citadel. Chester, you're going to need to write song lyrics that
All right, I'm typing it right now.
tie in the spell formula. We'll need special effects that handle any of the material components. We're going to need a light show, obviously, to distract the students and get them to sing along. And then there you go. You have
You look at Chester's
right,
songbook
nice
and it
little
just says we're going up, up, up.
shindig.
It's our moment.
I think that's golden, really.
I think it's gonna be
It is.
golden.
What level was it? Back in day.
10.
Mordenkainen's disjunction.
Old Morty just bopping around the multiverse.
Morty.
Mm-hmm. Oh geez, Morty.
Seriously, you were just in here.
Hi. Where'd you find
Ooh.
Isabel?
God damn. I do love reading through some of these old spells. Mordenkainen's disjunction was one of few magics powerful enough to cancel the effect of other mighty spells that might otherwise require a wish or a miracle to end. God damn.
I'm gonna run the cowboy.
You know, that's what we need is Linger needs wish and Chester needs wish, and then we just handle
Double
it.
wish.
Wait, can I also have wish?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Probably not.
Can you get a 9th level
So-
spell?
No, because I multi-class.
yeah.
No,
I
'cause she
think.
multiclassed. He does kind of turn back to face you guys again. From memory in my discussions with Mordenkainen, the spell only required verbal components, nothing
Well,
material.
there we go.
Of course,
I'm good with
it's
variable.
always possible that adding material components to a spell can increase its power, increase its stability, increase its chances of working. He made it very clear that whilst there was no necessary component of anything to be somatic, if you were attempting to use disjunction on an item, touching it would, of course, work better. If you were attempting to exclude anything from the effect, touching it would allow it to be excluded from the spell. That said, I don't know if I would recommend getting close enough to touch Soomilithrom,
Yeah.
but it would certainly help. So, you know, up to you.
What if we like transported somebody there as soon as the spell is being cast?
Rip can do it.
That could potentially work.
Garlic can do it. You can do it, right?
Garlic!
What?
Garlic is
What?
the most powerful being there is.
Hmm.
Such grace.
I could like teleport inside of the dragon somewhere where I wouldn't be immediately killed, like the stomach, and then cast it from there.
Maybe if we put you in like a rubber suit with like an air bubble over your head, you could just like
Air bubble?
straight into like the liver or
lung?
a fatty
Liver?
deposit.
Yeah, there's probably options.
Yeah.
Put him in a
Pancreas,
gallbladder. He doesn't even need it.
gallbladder.
Right in his appendix.
Hey, wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a
We
minute.
don't know. We don't know if dragons don't need their gallbladder.
Maybe I can go into his brain and like control him like Ratatouille.
Well, maybe you should just
You're
pop
a
in there and
rat.
do that anyway. Like if you
Yeah.
destroy
You're a
his
rat,
brain,
Chewie.
problem solved.
Yeah, you may as well.
Here we go. The 3.5 edition player's handbook has Mordenkainen's Disjunction as a 9th level spell.
Hey.
I always thought it was
That-
10th.
Hey.
I'd have to be to level 20, so might be a while. We gotta go kill some kobolds or something for a couple of hours.
There is a bunch of rats in the basement, bro.
Hell yeah.
So many
We can
rats.
just keep leaving and like letting them respawn.
You know what? Let's just
But
go
yeah,
work at
kind
a
of-
slaughterhouse. And just after a couple.
He
That's where all real the 20 level comes from. They're all from butcheries.
he kind
You
of
blame them.
crosses his arms a little bit and looks around the room. You can see he looks very dismayed. And it certainly brings back a lot of not very good memories and feelings, remembering that this room, the Primordial Divergence, started with such good intentions and went so quickly awry.
Yeah, live and learn, or in your case, die and learn.
I think
I
another
believe
phrase
that is
is
the case for
the
many wizards. They learn
the
at
best
moment
laid
they die.
plans. You know? And
Indeed.
plans
Indeed,
and the
Mira.
gods laugh. I've heard that one too.
Well-known saying,
Indeed.
yeah.
The best
Yeah.
laid plans of mice and men gang aft aptly. You are quite correct, Mira.
Oh, I never heard the part of the best laid plans. That's all I've heard.
Of
I didn't
mice
even
men.
know there was of mice men, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a werewolf, but a mouse bites you instead of a wolf.
Huh. That's probably why I never heard of it, because I've never met a mice man before.
Yeah, they're,
Can
Well, they're
they can
we
be pretty nice.
They're
meet
nicer
them
than were rats.
wolfmans?
Yeah, they're micer than were-rats. Yeah.
They're micer than were-rats and micer than wolfmans.
Mhm.
Syldaris is side-eyeing all of
Who's
you
on
so hard.
first?
Yeah. They do develop a really strange
on
little laugh, and they're like, yeah.
Oh, so you know the
Oh,
language.
toodles! Yeah.
I just make noise. I'm just imitating. But like I have I'm gonna lie. I have a great knack for languages.
Oh,
Mira the liar.
Picks them right up.
I pick him right up. I'm
me
Yours
too, but
like
I
that.
They do
cheat.
say children brains are great for absorbing languages.
That's true. Gotta learn that language before you're 12. Mira's like that. Oh my god, those TikToks of that chick that's like speaking Japanese but with a southern accent. She's like
Mm-hmm.
Mudoku-san, ara, era, even. Oh my god. Sumimasen. You know, it's
Moshi
awful.
y'all.
Moshi, y'all. That's how Mira speaks every language. She sounds like a hick.
I love it.
I do too. Lindsay, I have to send you these TikToks. They're so short and they're
Well, you know,
hilarious.
we're not doing TikTok now. Because
Well, I got
The
them from
governments.
the Instagrams.
okay, the
They're
Instagrams are probably
uploads.
okay. That's fine. We can do that. Or we can't.
Or from the YouTubes.
That's fine too. But our house is off the TikToks.
This house has never been on the TikToks, so
Yeah.
It's
it's a devious little thing that gets you sucked in, and it's better to not be on my phone.
yeah. Well, that and the government's now doing bullshit on it. So.
I did hear about that.
Anyway, hey, fuck eyes, am I right? Okay, here we go.
Yes.
Era.
Unfolds his arms and points up to the ceiling of this chamber. The next floor above
Yes.
us
Mm-hmm.
is the unfinished watch. It is the final floor of the Tower of Eternity.
The unfinished watch.
Yes, I did not finish the final floor of this tower, hence the name.
Watch, as in something that watches over, or like a timepiece. What are we? What are we
Oh, yeah.
feeling here?
Watches over.
Okay.
I
That's what I was assuming.
never finished
Oh,
Yeah.
this final floor because as Soomilithrom's acts across the world were being enacted, my final revelation came to me. I finally understood the folly of this tower. To watch eternity is not to be a part of it.
Watch eternity. Oh, like viewing, not like a wristwatch.
yeah. So
Got
that's
it.
why I had to clarify also, because I didn't know if this was if I could turn back time, if I could find a way, sort of
If
situation.
I could
Mhm,
find
mhm.
that.
I,
That's it. Write that down. Write that down.
as I was making preparations to complete this part of my tower from which I would be able to watch everything for eternity, I realized that I had condemned the world with my actions and what had happened with myself and Soomilithrom. And before I could finish this chamber, I ventured forth to Doblis to confront Soomilithrom. And you know what happened next.
What
Yeah.
happened next?
He died.
I fucking died.
In the
Mio.
fight.
Oh,
He's finally had enough. I fucking died, all right? Jesus Christ. Put me back in the
There
book.
was the big fight with me and Soomilithrom, and we both,
Yeah.
or we were supposed to both, only be
but only you
pile
died.
of dust and ashes. But apparently, somehow, Soomilithrom returned.
Well,
Just
to
like
be
Star
fair,
Wars.
somehow you kind of have also. So
Yes,
Yeah, you're in a book.
this is true.
maybe
Had I been able to
he.
finish the crystal frames downstairs, I imagine I would have gone out with the
Imagine.
plan of fighting to the death with Soomilithrom, taking him along with me and trapping both of us in the crystal frames within my tower, dooming both of us to watch over Erroth as had been originally planned. But I did not have the time.
Which is where
He
if
was
you had
too
a timepiece
busy.
upstairs. Anyway,
This guy hates Vera.
this has been a lot of learning. So I guess we do. Is there a reason to go see your watchtower
Curiosity.
room?
It is entirely.
I mean,
up
yeah,
to
I
you.
still want to see it. I just want to make sure there's.
If you wish to see it, it could potentially provide the final point of understanding for the tower. It could be closure for all of you. I know I personally like to explore every floor of a
We
wizard's
also, I mean, our reason
tower.
for coming to the
Helps understand
tower
wizard.
was originally to get power for our tower.
Yeah.
So I don't think, have we accomplished that goal?
Well, I think knowing this room now has these anchor points to ley lines, we'll be able to utilize jumper cables from this room to
Via
us.
Mira jumper
Yeah.
cable. Tower
Yeah.
V-
Oh, I
tower
get to
to
do
tower.
the jumping?
Yeah.
Oh, you are our ley line specialist.
We can
If
help.
there's
I
one
am.
thing that I have learned in this past however long we have been traveling together and having seen what has
I
happened
think it's
with the
been close to a
magician
year
and now, right? And what
Ooh, you should celebrate.
has happened with Soomilithrom is that a wizard alone is a terrible idea. So having all of you is what's going to keep us grounded and then make it so that we can achieve these things. So having Mira lead the way with the ley lines is just the logical step, as you're already connected, and then we will play support to that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure there wasn't like anything specific we needed to look for when we go up to the next floor. I still want to see it at the very
There
least.
is the beholder,
view.
of course.
There's a beholder up
There's
there?
always-
That's so cool. Let's go.
No, I'm kidding.
Unless a beholder moved in when you weren't expecting, and then we're going to have to
That's
fight
true.
it.
You know what's fun
It's
is
possible,
an
but
invisible
it would have
beholder.
had to solve the puzzle on the front door, so
Yeah.
It's not just unlocked.
no. You watched Linger solve the puzzle
Huh?
like an hour.
It's okay.
I
The view's
didn't
gonna
watch
be-
that.
You
The view's gonna be great though. Let's go look at the view.
Mira
Come on,
was
Mira.
there. Syldaris
I mean, I'm
gives
sure it
Linger
happened.
the. I forget that just because Mura is there does not mean Mura is there. Look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Accurate.
Um,
He gets it.
You head
Maybe we
upstairs.
could find a way to use Warden's connection with his docent to hotwire the ley lines under Mira's direction, and then we have kind of our own little focal point.
I knew a guy who used to take wires and like, and then like hot rod stuff together and then just drive off with it.
All right.
I think it's called stealing.
We have the owner of the tower right here. We wouldn't be stealing it.
We're the tower. Oh, this tower. Right, yeah,
This
this
one.
tower. Yep, I got you. Let's hotwire this tower.
So you head upstairs.
Yes, we head upstairs
Um,
after so much talking.
This is the highest accessible floor. It opens into a vast circular chamber with no ceiling, which is very strange because from the outside, the Tower of Eternity very much did have a roof. Above kind of stretches this endless pale light. There's no diagrams here, there's no notes, there's no spells. There is a single plinth at the center. It is bare, it is unmarked. You see, this floor was very clearly meant to be a vantage point, not like a throne to sit and preside above the world, just a point to stand and to see everything. And you know the tower
Everything?
very much ends
Mhm.
here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can see my house from up here.
whoa.
Yeah, that'll work.
Actually, you
Okay.
quite possibly could. You are insanely high up. You can see a fair amount of the Halador Isles from this vantage.
There you go.
Linger.
That's pretty cool.
I think
Are there
you could probably immediately theorize the point of this plinth in the center, had it been finished, probably would have had arcane runes, sigils, symbols around and on it. So if you kind of stand on it and connect yourself to it, you would be able to almost like it would be probably imbued with varying degrees of scrying spells,
Yeah.
allowing you to see anything.
Like very Minority Report, kind of like. Whoo, 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 whoo.
Yes.
That was such a good
Yeah.
movie.
I only remember this part, like everyone else in the world.
I remember the part where he got his eye. You know what? I just remembered that Maywood is not a fan of.
Was it an eye thing?
things.
I don't remember
Yeah.
that part. An eye thing. And that.
He got his. I mean, you don't see it, but he got his eyeballs replaced. So he did because they did retinal scans and stuff. Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, let's admire the view for a bit.
Yeah.
I love a good view. My bones.
Chester's going to use his new arcano-mechanical chair belt and sort of start to sit, but there's no chair behind him. Then suddenly there is a chair behind him. What?
Gasp!
Love that.
Magic chair.
You all, from this highest floor of the tower, the kind of like latent magic of the tower this whole time has been present in all of you. You can all feel it, and it kind of like surges through you in a similar way to emotion, almost. Like you can, by feeling the magic of the tower, you can feel almost like the emotions of the tower. From this final floor, you almost feel like the Tower of Eternity doesn't condemn Syldaris. It mourns him, almost.
Aww.
The tower itself, almost in a way like the reason why it has maintained itself for so long, is it's almost like the tower stands as proof that Syldaris was not chasing divinity. He was trying to ensure that literally just something, anything, would remain following the critical moment that he foresaw, where he believed the world would inevitably begin to just tear itself apart. It is almost like it has become, in a way, like the perfect counterpoint almost to Soomilithrom. Now that you kind of understand a bit more about what he is and what he represents, the tower almost kind of represents something remaining and almost being like a bastion to prevent everything tearing itself apart. And Soomilithrom is almost representing breaking everything and ruling over what remains, whilst Syldaris simply wanted to hold the world together.
There's something very Westworld about this music, and I'm digging it.
It is.
It's my
Like-
big discoveries playlist.
Yeah, it you know, because that's a big theme in what at least the
Big
first season
Westworld.
of Westworld. Yeah, big discoveries.
I never watched
Mhm.
anymore after that.
Really
The
good.
first season felt complete.
Yeah, it was. So I like this whole thing, whole situation.
Good. You can see Syldaris is just like at kind of the far edge of this platform and just kind of looking out almost wistfully across the Halador Isles. Because he's spectral, you can see through him.
Yeah.
You can see like the emotion on his face.
So I take it you would like to stay behind. You mentioned to work on something that might be of help, but I also think it might be good for you and the tower to reconcile, I suppose. It feels like something that might need to happen. And she looks at the rest of the people who have more emotions than she does. She's like, is that right? Am I feeling that right? Is that...
That feels right.
Yeah. Commune together.
Yeah.
He
beep, beep.
continues kind of looking out over the horizon. It is not that I necessarily feel like I want to remain here. Of course, what I want to do is assist you in undoing my mistakes. The best way, potentially, to do so. I think, as you have pointed out, there is a lot to be said for remaining here and completing the spell. Reconciling with the tower, as you say. There are still crystals held below in that section of the tower, the Chamber of Containment, which may hold further memories of myself, my actions, my spells, my magic, ways that I could assist you and Erroth further. I think it may very well be the most sensible choice at present.
We love a sensible choice.
And plus, we got, time to, we got to get to our tower. We got to get the tower back here. That's going to take some
We gotta
time.
do the jump. We gotta do the.
I
Well,
don't think
hokey
you
pokey.
would need to bring your tower here.
Okay.
You see, he finally kind of turns back away from the horizon. There's that familiar kind of telltale glint in his eye, like when you see Linga starting to put theories together and work on spells. And she's purely in her element. There are a number of cracked crystals below. It is dangerous to expect that they would remain fully able to seal what contains within. I expect there will come a time where they will break. These crystals are designed to be removable. If I needed to relocate, I could remove them from the tower, place them into a pocket dimension, make myself a new tower, and retrieve them.
Pretty cool.
I would
Yeah,
wager,
it's your off-site backup. Yeah, okay. Very important.
precisely. I would wager Warden here has the strength and the ability to force his way through the arcane barrier that keeps the crystals suspended, and he could simply pluck one from suspension.
Oh, simply
Take it
pluck
back
one,
to the
of
tower
course.
with you,
Simply
plug
plucked.
it into your tower, and use it to power your tower.
I do love any plan that begins with, Warden, would you be a deer? And
Bench this
simply
for me.
Simply.
pluck a crystal.
Gordon, would you kindly?
Would you mind?
This is
Too
not-
much.
Something I expect an ordinary mortal being would be able to achieve. This
No, of course not. That's
is,
why we.
if you don't mind me saying, Warden, a marvel of engineering. A fusion that a lot of people did not believe possible for a very long time. Fusing a mortal with an immortal body. Whilst
Holy
you are,
shit.
of course, not fully arcano-mechanical, there is enough of this magic within you that I believe you could overpower the suspended animation that the crystals are held in. And of course, given some time back in the tower myself, I can get the barrier working again as it should, and it will allow the crystals to move around freely, but for now, I think it's entirely possible Warden could retrieve one with some effort.
Let's do it. Oh, I shouldn't
If you don't
speak
mind.
for you. That's kind of rude.
Yeah. If you don't mind, Warden, would you be a dear?
I can do this.
Are you sure? It's okay to say no.
What if Ward just did straight up just be like, nah, I don't want to.
All right.
Okay.
No.
Then it's
Then we
fine.
get a
You can
spit
go
take.
all the way back to Modothak, go into your tower, teleport it over here.
A little bit.
Oh, while we're at the top of the tower, Linger's just gonna look out over the edge and just check on our fur babies. Just make sure they're still okay.
Yeah, they're still there,
Okay.
still
Okay.
vibing.
Cool.
They don't seem to have moved much. They are covered by like a light dusting of snow, and every now and then you just see one of them shake, and just this blanket of snow falls off, and then more starts settling back on top of them.
Okay.
But they don't
that's
seem to
fine.
care. Like, they seem to just be quite happy being covered in snow and then shaking it off when it gets too much.
Yeah. Good. Just making sure, because we are very far off the beaten trail, and wildlife and things, and sometimes powerful towers attract
You-
the
you do
attention
see,
of like
like,
wyverns and stuff.
A
Just
pair of wolves seem to have
Oh.
approached. Or at the very least, maybe more than a pair had approached originally. Two of them, however, have been very firmly stomped into the ground, and the rest
Good.
very likely fled.
Mm.
These were crossbred with yetis.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not really worried about wolves so much. Just like
Mhm. People.
there's other things.
White dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Or like
White
we look down.
wyverns.
We look down and they're all like skeletons because so much time has passed because time
Right.
moves differently in this tower. Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
God, that'd be funny. You look out the tower and everything's just going at like 20 times speed.
Yeah.
We go,
You see,
oh
like,
boy, we are.
spaceships.
No, I mean, I think Chester would know you're fairly safe from dragons at the moment. There are rumors of a white dragon in the Shivering Glades, which are just to the southwest of the Tower of Eternity. But that would be like its lair. It wouldn't go super far from there. And at present, it's kind of still just a rumor, last he heard. And others kind of live in the, like, chasms that have opened up across the island.
Yeah. But no, like the frosty hags. They're not down there like brushing on braiding their hair or anything. So we're good. We're
The
fine.
frosty hag.
They're called like
Yeah.
I forgot what they're called.
Me
It starts
too.
with a B.
But with these revelations, shall we go ahead and take a break? Because I need to pee.
Yeah,
and I
'cause-
also really need to eat, even though I just ate. You know, when you just suddenly are like, oh, I'm shaking from hunger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For no reason. I just am.
I just opened a thing of goldfish, so I feel you, boy.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta go get a snack too.
Cool. We will take a quick break. We will see you back here in 10 minutes. Sorry that you joined like 5 minutes before the break, Max.
Hi, Max.
You know how it
I'm
be,
sorry
Max.
that I forgot to put a message in the Discord. That is my bad. But we will see you back here in about 10 minutes.
All
Goodbye.
right.
All right.
Bye.
We're back.
We're back.
Hello.
We're so back.
Sorry about that.
Hi.
I didn't realize the timer wasn't actually ticking down. I had pressed start and then it just froze. That might
Oh,
be-
so we could have taken as long as we wanted. Is what you're saying?
No. Cool. So, you stand at the precipice, the very top of the Tower of Eternity. Syldaris stands before you. What do you guys want to do?
Look a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go plucking again.
Let's go pluck some stuff.
He leads you downstairs then to the Chamber of Containment, which, for Warden's sake, as he was not here last session, at the center of this floor yawns a vast vertical shaft which descends downwards. This was a very big debate last time. It goes down because Syldaris always goes down. Suspended above the shaft are these like
You're gonna
crystalline
fuck this guy.
frames. Some of them are empty, some of them are cracked. And they're just kind of like in suspended animation almost, just would be like gently bobbing up and down if they weren't suspended, but they are just floating above. Basically, a very large pit.
Too large. Bigger on the inside style. Large.
Mm-hmm. He'll
Some
lead you
like the big
downstairs
size.
and kind of gesture to one of the ones nearer the edge that's a bit cracked. I would say this is perhaps a good contender for powering your teleporting tower. This particular frame and others like it were intended to contain my power, my spells, my ability to cast spells.
Mitch?
Yeah.
I just need you for just a second to pretend that Syldaris is a used car salesman and to slap the trunk of that bad boy and tell us how many units of
This bad boy
Syldaris we
can
can pack in
fit
here.
so many spell slots in it.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Wow.
You know, I wasn't looking for a family model, but I don't know, you're kind of selling me.
Gotta
The-
sell me on the.
Original function of these particular crystal frames, had my work been completed, would have allowed me to store the ability to cast spells inside them, and therefore grant me extra uses. I would be able to remotely draw on extra reserves of magic.
Oh.
This
Not a
one being
tuning or
cracked
anything? That's amazing.
does not bode well, and if it were to break, would unleash a wave of magical energy. So please, by all means, take the cracked one, keep it safe, and siphon its power into your tower to recharge its ability to teleport.
What you're saying is that if you put all your spells in here, you could have like 100 fireballs, and they could go like boom, 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 boom. That would be a very effective way of
Pretty
taking
much,
down
yes.
a building if you needed to get rid of one and replace it with another. You know, like if it was structurally unsound.
Mm-hmm.
Warden, write that down. I have a new business idea.
Oh man.
Well, you know, building on that.
Fun.
Warden,
If
we're
one
so
were to
proud of
put
you.
a bunch of, let's say, ice or some other non-fire type of spell and just really pack it in there, and then use Chester's idea from earlier where he transports himself into the dragon. He could transport himself with the crystal into the dragon, set it off, and then like pop back out, and then we just blow up the dragon.
The thing about the spell I was talking about, I don't have a pop back out option. It's just my fancy cape here.
Okay, well, we need
So
to get
we
you
have to
a.
figure that part out.
To also explain in a little bit more detail, if you think about your body's limitations in casting spells, if you think about it as if you have a specific number of spells you are able to cast per day, the idea would be these crystals can be loaded up with those uses and drawn upon as extra reserves. So obviously, like above table, it's basically like he's saying he could load in, like, for example, 5 5th level spell slots, go off on an adventure and be like, I've got like 10 5th level spell slots, bro, because 5 of them are back in the tower and I can just use them. As opposed to loading actual spells in.
Tomato, tomato. We can still blow up a dragon. That's what I'm hearing.
Oh, yeah. But for
Raw
now,
power, firepower.
what he's saying
ice
is
power.
there is enough stored in this one that it could charge your tower back up to full.
That's pretty sexy.
Awesome.
I think we should take this model.
I think so too.
Like,
We
how
have to-
many? How many magics are in this? If you had to give it a number.
You got like 5 magics, like 4, 3.5.
Like dozens of magic?
This
Yeah.
has...
This bad
How
boy
many-
can fit so many magics in it.
How many metric units of magics?
How many
it currently
imperial
has 2
units of
8th level
magic?
spell slots in it.
How many barley grains of magic?
Many.
How many ounces? And if you had to convert those ounces to like measurements when you use a food scale.
Is this
No,
by
because they do
volume
not
or
have
weight?
Physical mass.
Okay, so it's volume.
Alexa, convert the volume of 8.
8 magics into ounces, please.
ounces so I can use it for my Alexa, what can I use instead of 8 magics in this recipe?
Tower blows up.
I love you, Mitch.
Check out.
It's this is y'all let me and Lindsay go on this bit for far too long.
But yes, it currently has 2 8th level spell slots inside it.
Okay, cool.
18
to know.
ounces, got it.
I'm good. Let's go.
I'm not. Okay, I'm good. Let's go.
Do we
Two, and we're ready.
anyway? Do we have to worry about seeing the crack in this thing and it's very powerful and explosive and such? We have to worry about it accidentally breaking as we travel from this tower to our tower with it.
The reason why I picked this one, the crystal and the ice, is reinforced. There is no danger that dropping it would necessarily break it. This one is already cracked, which means it is slowly becoming volatile. It is not as volatile as the others that are in this chamber that I will attempt to fix.
Ooh.
It is stable enough that it will last until you reach your tower, definitely.
All right. Well, shall we pluck and go?
Yes, I think
Please,
so.
just pluck
This
right
one's-
off.
Lindsay just messaged me. He's gonna kick us out someday.
I can
And that day,
Is today? Oh shit. Okay.
But yes. First thing you need to deal with as a start is getting Warden over to the crystal, because it is suspended over a pit.
I don't want to fall in the pit.
no pit. All right.
No.
I could probably help with that.
We did do an experiment where we dropped a stone and it only went so far, and then it you can still see it down there floating. So in theory, you would only fall so far. But yes, we should prevent falling at all.
I
know
guess.
I have it here somewhere. Yeah, so I can, you want to fly over? That's an option. You can cast fly on other people, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Willing
Aw.
creature. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean,
Squeaky pup.
sometimes the easiest way is the best way, right? Warden, you ready to fly over?
Fuck it, we ball.
Oh my
You
gosh.
cast fly, and while he's saying that, he's gonna pound him on the shoulder. You got this, man. How hard could it be to pluck a magical, possibly gonna explode crystal, and give him a little bardic as well,
Nice.
just in case.
Yeah. We like
Docent, play defying gravity.
Right? That's what she does.
You got 10
just like
minutes.
So you got 10 minutes of flying.
Cynthia
Warden. You
Rebo,
can
your heart out.
just fly to where the crystal is. You will need to give me a quick strength saving throw to try and push through this like suspended animation field.
Okay, here we go.
And I'll give you advantage on it.
Oh,
Jesus.
Was that a
Might
29
not
for
need
a
it.
second?
yes, it
Go
was.
for
29. You can add a d10 to that as well if you need.
Well, there is going to be another check coming, so
Okay.
I'll hold on to it just in case.
29 is plenty. It was only a DC 20. So yeah, you see Warden like starts flying towards the edge of the pit, and it's like he kind of hits like viscous liquid. He immediately just starts slowing
Aw.
down as he hits the edge of this barrier. But you see he kind of like grits himself and just starts pushing through and starts speeding up through this suspended animation field. You are able to fly up to where the crystal is. To grab it is going to be another... this one's going to be a strength check, not a saving throw. And it is going to be another DC 20. So it's hard but not impossible. You do have a plus 10.
Add a
It's
d10.
another strength, you said?
I should have made it a 25.
Not
25
a
is probably
saving
more
throw, though,
realistic,
just
but
a
I've already
check.
said 20. Oh yeah,
Check.
check, sorry. Yeah, so it's only a plus 5.
Then
Bardic
Ooh, this
Inspiration
is
is a D10.
closer than I would like. Come on, big
10,
money.
6. So that would make it
That'll do it.
There's a 22.
22.
That'll do it. I said 20 at the start.
Easy.
Um,
Never
so
doubted
you
it.
see Wooden like flies up to it, grabs hold, and is like, yeah, it's just, it's just floating here. It'll be easy. And you pull, and it just does not fucking budge. And then you could hear like Chester's words of encouragement floating up to you, and you start pulling a bit harder, and you feel it starting to move. And you're able to use the force of the magic keeping you flying as well to just very slowly drift back with it. And the second like one leg emerges from this like invisible field, the whole weight leaves your body. You almost like tumble out of the field. You kind of stagger forwards a bit, but you are holding this crystal is huge. It is pretty fucking big, like it's torso sized, but surprisingly feels like weightless.
Wow. Well, that was pretty cool.
That
Now
was
we just got
pretty
to
cool.
carry this a very, very long way. Over a couple of days. With random events happening in between.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shall we?
Don't
Or
worry.
do we need to say goodbye to Syldaris? Or I guess he's here.
Isn't he always with us in our hearts? Oh my god, Mitch's neck. Get that checked out. I worry about you. Just cracks.
I did hear that. I wasn't sure what it was.
That was Mitch's
my neck.
neck.
it was my neck doing the stuff.
His neck, his
Like-
back, his pussy, and his crack.
Especially.
Can we say that? Lindsay, you've never heard that song? You know that song.
I don't know, but I certainly wouldn't. I'm good. Keep going.
Alexa, how much would that weigh? I'm gonna send
Yeah,
it.
he
to
just
you.
kind of like turns to regard you guys.
I feel insane. Okay, this might
By all
be.
means, you do not have to leave your spellbook here, Linger.
Oh, that's good. I wasn't going to.
Now
My
that
neck, my back, my spellbook
the
is not leaving my
entire
sack.
tower has been explored and returned to my memories, I am able to draw a limited amount of power from this chamber. Because you do recall every time you had lifted the spellbooks off the lectern, he immediately vanished.
Mm-hmm.
But he is like, you kind of took your spellbook off the lectern and he didn't vanish when you were on the top floor, and he has come down the stairs with you guys.
Yes, it does seem like.
And
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you got our number. If anything, if you need anything, if anything goes awry, just call us here.
Yes. I do indeed.
Good.
And just to clarify for everyone, it's not just that I don't want to leave something of my, the magic of this book behind. It also contains a piece of my soul. So I would literally be leaving a piece of me behind, and that's
Oh,
we don't want that.
we
We
need
don't
all
want
the
that.
pieces of you,
I
Linger.
do require
Yeah.
Including the cursed parts.
Including the well, the cursed parts are the best parts, right? That's what I always say about me and my
Well, they're the
tax
funny
evasion.
parts at the moment.
Hi. Jay walked in when I said tax evasion, and he goes, "I didn't hear anything." Oh, thank you. Jay has returned my some of my Legos. My Gith sorcerer and my sigil
Nice.
lady. I can't remember her name.
Mhm.
Lady of Pain.
I always forget that every time I go and look at Linger's character sheet,
It's
Lindsay has a
insane.
note here. Alep has potato resistance.
Alan.
You guys are preparing to fight the Alep, and
Oh.
Chester was theorizing that it might be resistant to potato magic.
Oh, okay.
Ready to
Yeah.
fight the biggest enemy of all,
I don't
the potato
remember that.
famine.
I do.
Also, I just finished my my Lego D&D minifig collection. I finally
Oh,
got
you got
Strahd.
the Strahd.
Mhm.
This is mine. I have 2 of the Lady of Pain, which is fitting because of reasons, and then I have a Gith sorcerer, and I have a ranger somewhere. But
Lady of
in
Pain
my-
is so fucking cool. Love her.
The minifigures are really nice. But in my quest to collect all of them, I have 5 red wizards of Fae.
Wait. Can you give me one of those? I don't have one.
Yeah, I can give you one of them.
Yeah.
I feel like they
Thank
you. Sure, of
travel in
course.
packs often.
They do
Yeah,
move
they
in
do.
herds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But, like,
I hate
her
those
lore
guys.
is so cool.
We
She's just
in one of
like-
the campaigns I'm in, we went to Sigil, so it's very fitting.
Yeah. I just like that, like, if people fuck around too much in her city and she doesn't like it, she just looks at them and
Oh,
that's
yeah.
it.
We got
God.
told that, and I
Love
was
that.
like, "What is this?" And the DM was like, "This is a real thing in D&D," and I was like, "Oh shit! Wait, this is like book stuff."
Yeah. She's just like,
Sure,
you don't
bullshit.
fuck around in my city.
I
Just
murdered
look
someone
at
in that
you.
city.
Well, she must not have
Yeah,
cared
I-
too much.
The introvert stare of doom.
Yeah. And you just go crazy and you die of pain. It's great.
I didn't mean to kill her. There is a bounty on my character's head, though. I did have to make a deal with the devil to get out of
Oh,
it.
yeah. Wasn't it your sister or something you had to kill?
No. Might have been a different game. No. No, I didn't have to kill
You
anybody.
out here
I-
murdering people?
we just got into a fight, and my rogue was like, I'm just gonna throw some daggers, and I crit twice, and then
Happens.
They died. I was like, I never crits twice. Fuck. And she's dead. Oh.
Whoopsie doodle.
That
What can
character
you do?
doesn't have a sister, but she does have a very tall half-elf, half-Goliath cousin. Named Cinnamon.
So you have your crystal.
Yes.
We'll reconvene on this later. Let's see.
We do. And let me see.
How heavy is this crystal?
And Syldaris
might-
has just confirmed that Linger can safely take her spellbook away from the Tower of Eternity.
Good deal. Feel like I have a thing.
In my crack.
If we want to like take a little rest here, like get a good night's
Alright.
sleep, I can just draw us up a circle in the morning.
Oh, I can.
Oh, yeah.
I can actually
back.
make it easy. Oh, okay. I was gonna say I could put it on a floating disc, but your idea is a lot better. Honestly,
Because we've got a circle back at the house, and I can just draw one here, and we can just.
I love circles.
I mean, sounds good to me. You know, I hate walking.
Bath bombs
gotta-
are circles.
Chester's boots were not made for walking.
Well,
These
he
boots
doesn't
weren't
have shoes
made
on,
for-
so.
Exactly. Yeah, you can go and rest at the
Gosh.
Tower of Eternity if you want. And the fuck? Why is my phone making noises? that it
How
doesn't-
dare!
Oh
Default
my
ringtone.
god, Midge! How could you?
Yeah, it starts off as the iPhone ringtone and then goes into Infinity Castle.
From
I don't
Demon
even know
Slayer.
what that was.
Maybe it was
There
a
just
misdial.
message on my screen that I didn't see that vanished. What the fuck was that?
I like that one.
Anyway,
What do I want to get rid of?
yeah, you can. You would been told as well, like if you needed to at any point, you can just like untether the Yak Yetis, and they can
Oh, right.
quite successfully navigate their own way back to Mordothak. They are
Oh,
trained to do
that's
so.
good. Oh,
We
like
can
in
take-
case people die. Okay, yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we can port them back as far as the tower. I
Yeah.
could take 10 living things with me, I think. Which I'll check in a second. Maybe it's 8.
God, that
Oh, wait.
ringtone just threw me off, Mitch.
Me
Well,
It's not even my actual ringtone. It's
Uh,
I don't even know what it was that triggered.
this.
A phone
My
call,
phone
maybe?
is always on silent.
Maybe it's one of those things where it's like I have a number that will always ring. Like if Jay calls me or my mom calls me.
But it wasn't someone ringing me.
Oh.
An alarm, maybe?
I
It was
can't
like
help.
an alarm or something, yeah.
It's
But
hot
I
in
didn't.
here.
I don't know
always.
what for.
Well,
Scared the shit out of me.
Not the shit.
not the poops.
Not the
Yeah, man.
poops.
All right,
Do
let's
what it
see.
is.
Yeah, keep those inside,
10-foot
man.
diameter circle on the ground with sigils that link your location to a permanent circle. We got that.
Lost my phone, you guys.
Any creature. So we only have 6 seconds, so it'd be cool if everybody was just kind of like in it when I finish it. That'd be
Okay,
cool.
well, I think we can do that.
Yeah, and then we're good. Then we just right back to the
Yeah,
tower. Just right over.
In and out, really quick adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, does he already have a circle here that she could just work on learning? Because then we could pop, back and forth.
Oh.
Yeah, he probably would have his own teleportation circle inside the Tower of
Okay.
Eternity. It would probably be on the ground floor.
Okay. Well, let's. She'll
makes
go learn that one, and then we'll activate it tomorrow, and then, as long as she's got the spell queued up, we can pop around a little bit.
I love
It is a 5th level
hopping.
spell, so it's not like without its cost or anything.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, we'll just, if everybody's cool with resting so that we can avoid days of travel, we can do that.
I think so. I mean, taking a nap is never a bad thing, you know?
I mean, look, you
I'm
could go
something of a
traveling.
professional.
What's the worst that could happen? You could roll up a random encounter with kobold boom coolers. They could throw a bomb at you. It could shatter the crystal. That's a risk I'm willing to take.
Not me! That's a risk Mitch is willing to take, but not me, says Mira. I'm risk averse.
I'm sure Lindsay remembers making her way through a kobold den on this very island, full of kobold boom callers, in campaign 1. That was a good time. But yeah, you can take your long rest if you want. That's not a problem. So, Linger copies down Syldaris' teleportation circle. And makes the preparations for the following morning, which, I mean, she can do overnight anyway, because she doesn't need to sleep. Is there anything anyone else wants to do during, evening and night?
I don't think so. Not for me.
Mira makes bath bombs and then goes to sleep.
Yeah, does anyone need anything repaired or looked at?
No, my little guy is at the is at our tower. So.
Okay.
I renamed him Phantom, maybe, I don't know.
Cool. So you all settle down for your long rest.
Sushi time.
And when he's certain that everyone else is in their varying degrees of asleep that they need, the spectral apparition of Syldaris kind of steps a bit closer towards you, Linger, and I will admit, it is going to be a strange change, not being inside the spellbook.
I'm sure you will quickly acclimate, and it will be a little different for myself, not having you on the other end when I'm writing. But I'm sure we'll both be okay.
Yes. It will certainly take some getting used to, but absolutely. I'm a big boy. I can get over it.
Oh, okay. How big are we talking?
1 to 3 inches. That's all you need, as you were saying.
That's all you need.
That's
Unless-
too
all you
much.
need.
That's way too much.
Unless the forecast is miscast. Literally, by the way, everywhere on the sides of us is getting snow, and we're the only city that is.
Yeah.
Fuck Atlanta,
you're-
that's why.
Yeah. Your presence will be missed. Not sure how I'm going to spend my spare time since when everyone else is sleeping. So, I will have to make the best use of it, I suppose.
Yes.
Thank you for your company up till now. This is awkward.
Most welcome, Linga. I did not have many overly willing colleagues prior to Alistair Frost and Soomilithrom. And following both of them, of course, I did not have any. So, finding myself in a spellbook discovered by you was a refreshing change of pace. It certainly helped bring my mind and soul back to reality. I don't know how much longer I would have been able to keep the scraps of my soul sane had the spellbook remained discarded for much longer.
Oh.
So,
Yeah,
I thank you for anchoring me back to reality and returning me to my tower.
Thank you for keeping me from all the way dying. That was very nice of you. You feel a little weird about being lumped in with Soomilithrom and Lingers
Yes.
or Mira's dad, but you know, it's okay.
Well, we have worked together. We have achieved great things,
Yeah.
much like I did with each of them.
Well, let's just
And
make
I'm
sure the
we
third
will go
act
on
is
to
the best
achieve
act.
even more. Precise.
Okay. Well, I will go get the others, and we will use your circle, and I will touch base with you periodically. Feel free to call with any updates.
Cool. Great. Yep. Yeah, that's cool. Cool. I have scrolls for you. They are on the table. Please feel free to take them. Good luck, and just slowly starts fading. Doesn't know how to say, like, goodbye without it being super awkward. Hasn't had to do this very often in his life. But yes, there are a small kind of bundle of scrolls on the table. Various levels. One of them is a custom homebrew spell that I made for one of my characters in one of my games, but I just think it could be kind of fun to give it to you guys and see what you guys do with it. So that first one, and it is in our spell list on Shard because Shard lets you add in custom spells. It's ticked. Do you already fucking have it?
What?
Fuck you. It was Vicere's Vestige Viament, which apparently
That's
you
how-
already have. It allows you to transfer enchantments from object to object.
Yeah, you remember? Because we had the sands, and that's how I gave everybody
Oh,
their
yeah.
boons. Yeah, you gave that
Fine,
to me
fair
already.
Fair enough.
Thank
I
you
don't remember
again.
things, man.
I actually just unselected it so that I could take color, so I could up the circle.
That's hilarious. I should have checked your spell list before I did this. It's fine. So the first one, then, will be a cantrip. It is called Dream Glimpse, and it allows you to peek into the dreams of other creatures. You can know the current goal or desire of a creature that you see within range, as long as they have an intelligence of 3 or higher, so you can't use it on Mura. But it doesn't reveal, like, hidden secrets and desires and stuff. It's a cantrip,
just called you
so it is still
dumb.
kind of surface level.
Yeah. She wouldn't spy on her friends like that anyway.
What intelligence do you have to have?
3 or higher.
Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Wait a minute. There is another spell, of course. First level spell. Avoid grievous injury. When someone hits you with a crit, you can use your reaction to cast the spell to cancel the crit and turn it into a normal hit.
What was
Pretty
it
fun,
called?
Pretty useful. Avoid grievous injury.
That's a pretty good one.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Man, if she could, really, for any wizard, if you could have all of your spells just like on the ready.
You can't do that, Lindsay. You'd be unstoppable.
I know, that's why I said really any wizard. Just if you, that's why the game's not built that way. Have to make choices. That's the important part.
Might as well
What
just be a
else
sorcerer at that point.
has he given you?
Stupid. Like me. Mitch, I hope you
No,
appreciate
not
that in the new game that I'm joining, that there's like a custom feat system and you have to take like a flaw. So you have to have a permanent -2
Wow.
to one of your stats.
What?
And I had to pick intelligence. Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a power creep thing.
What the fuck?
It's okay. I'm okay with it.
I'm not.
I'm really powerful. My intelligence is 6.
Damn.
Ooh.
I know. I was like, because I guess I can say this because I don't think any of them will be watching. I have to have a little bit of charisma because I'm gonna be the warlock's babysitter. And it's my good friend. And he doesn't know that this is the character. And so every time we've been talking about making the characters, I've been like really like, oh, I'm just making like a little barbarian. She's gonna be like a half drow. It's gonna be really cute. Anyway, talk to you next week and see how it
This
goes.
goes on YouTube. I'm clipping this, sending this
Yeah.
right to him.
Don't do that.
So the next spell that you pick up, Linger,
Uh-huh.
is a 2nd level spell called
Huh?
Doom of Destiny.
Hell yeah.
Mm.
And you can
Okay.
target up to 3 creatures within range. If they fail charisma saving throws, whenever they make an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, they have disadvantage,
Okay.
which is pretty huge.
Yeah. Very
Um,
handy.
There is also another 2nd level spell called
Uh-huh.
Ley Chain, as in ley lines, Ley. And that basically forces ley energy to burst out of the ground, wrap someone up, and restrain them.
That's cool as fuck.
It is very cool. It's just an unfortunately named spell because now all I can think of is that lady that you know.
Mhm.
I
overdosed.
don't.
Yeah, she had to go to the hospital after because there were just so many.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, it was
Um,
consensual, but you know, anyway. Light chain. That does sound fun.
Ley Chain.
My back.
My light chain.
My lay chain. Ugh.
My light chain for my fate chain. I don't know. Anyway.
My lay chain.
There is a 3rd level spell,
again.
Dimensional Shove.
Oh.
It pushes a target through a portal and makes
Hell
it disappear
yeah.
and reappear a short distance away.
Love that.
It can take it through walls, creatures, and other solid surfaces, but they can't reappear inside them. You could, therefore,
Okay.
if you know, for example, there's like a magically locked door that you guys are struggling to open, you could
Yeah.
like push Chester through it, for
Yeah,
example.
that's what
You
I'm
could willingly
thinking.
fail the save and then unlock it from the inside.
Love it.
I don't think
Um,
that's ever going to come up. I haven't met a door I can
No,
unlock
but-
yet.
You know what I mean? That's just the easiest example to go with.
Someone over a pit is always fun.
Yes. I forgot that's a thing.
There's no fights near pits. You'll be fine.
That's true. There is the classic 4th level spell, Locate Creature.
Okay.
Along with one that I got to use for the first time recently in my Monday game that had me cackling with laughter for a while. Power Word Rend.
Ooh.
4th level spell. If they fail their con save, they take 4d6 plus 20 force damage.
Hell yeah.
And if they're below half their hit point max, they have disadvantage on the saving throw. And you can target additional creatures for spell slots of 5th level or higher. Which is just fucking wild. And we are part of a Avernus Infernal War Machine Grand Prix, and some people were chasing us, so I power word rendered their entire driving crew, and they spun off and crashed.
Love that for you.
3 of them dropped dead. Immediately. It was so satisfying. And now I know what it feels like to be Linger. But yeah, those are your spell scrolls that he has bequeathed unto you.
Very nice. Wow, I and Linger are just pleased as punch, and thank you so very much. She will tuck these away.
Yes, by the way, I don't know if you've noticed this, but you have been speaking very strangely recently as he's fading away.
I don't find that to be the case.
Can't say that I've noticed, no.
Can't.
Mira's side-eyeing Linger across the room, squinting. But yeah, you all wake up the following morning. You see Linger has prepared the teleportation circle. I imagine she's basically left it where there's one rune left or one line to join up so she can gather everyone and then just boop. So are you bringing the Yak Yetis into the Tower of Eternity to put them into the circle with you?
Well, I think we could fit them in there if we are on them. If everybody's on, everybody load up, scrunch in, get as close as you can. And she does this with just the barest little bit of the sigil that needs to be finished. And she holds her Yak Yeti's reins, Mo. She gives him scritches while her tail has the chalk and is hovering, just waiting to make that last little scratch on the... Wait, no, she doesn't even have to do that because it's already here. I forgot that. Yeah, she just needs to tap it or something. She's gonna tap it with her tail. Boop, boop.
You
Alexa, power on.
You tap the teleportation circle. It starts to glow. You see the spectral form of Syldaris manifests kind of at the edge of the room, leaning up against one of the tables and just... Best of luck, everyone. I look forward to hearing from you soon. And then you just...
Ciao for now.
I was muted. Mira yells, "Bye, Mr. Syldaris!"
You all feel the breath leave your lungs, that lurching feeling as you're pulled away from where you are, and then suddenly that elevator stopping as you reappear at the corresponding teleportation circle. All the air kind of rushes back into your body.
What if it's sorry, let me just say, what if this is like The Fly, in that we teleported and now we're all half Yak Yetis? That'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
So Linger,
yes.
Where is the teleportation circle in your...
Well, I'm glad that you asked, Mitch. The teleportation circle is, as I'm sure you all will not be surprised to know, on the very top floor.
Your floor, yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of assumed, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So it's on Linger's floor, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we all appear in her suite like in the main part
Yes.
of her suite, not like where her bed and stuff is, but like
No. You do, however, hear and see an enormous crash as Bud goes
He was in her room. Oh no.
toppling off this chase lounge that he has brought into Linger's room and was just reclining on, having a little smoke, and you guys just appear and he knows he's doing something wrong. Just goes
Uh-oh.
toppling off, knocks over like a side table that he'd brought up as well. As your,
Probably thinking
your
that
little
no one would bother
bollard
him.
buddy is
No one would bother
scrambling
him
to
up
pick
here.
up.
Because no one would be stupid enough to do what he's doing.
Yeah. Linger is going to very slowly just turn to Chester and say, you can deal with him, or I can have a chat.
I
Choice there.
think since this is a voiced offense, I will deal with him. And
Okay.
Bud, let's just say if this happens again, I will let Lingo deal with you, and you do not want that.
He is. You can see he crammed like a small, like Ziploc bag of something into his mouth. So he doesn't open his mouth to speak. He just nods profusely.
You know what? For a week, instead of smoking the kind bud, you're gonna have to smoke the mean bud. Okay?
Hangs his head.
And he's going to need to scrub the smell of
And
the smoke out of here.
the smell of the smokes. That's it.
Yes.
All right.
Nods profusely. And just like starts pulling all the stuff away out of the room with him.
I know I don't normally eat, but I am kind of craving like frog legs now.
Oh boy. He just hears that as he's one step on.
You just hear him sprinting down the corridor.
What do you mean you're craving frog legs?
I'm not really.
She was just threatening Bud.
No, I don't really want any.
But yes, you are back in Linger's room or Linger's suite.
Now we got to get these yak eddies down.
Yes. Preferably before they
do
go
it one at a
wee.
time on the floating disc.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can levitate one.
Just like paddling, like when you hold a dog over water and they start.
Does it like
Start
it?
kicking. I've
Seems
seen that
to.
trend where people are like picking up their dogs and like moving them towards the wall to see if they put their front paws
Yes.
up to stop them.
I haven't seen that.
Oh.
And I like it when they just mash their face into it.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say, have you seen the trend where people are picking up their dogs and showing them things that they've never seen before? Because I do that with Pandora all the time. I'm like, here's the fridge. Here's the inside of the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
I do that with the guinea pigs.
That's so nice of you.
And the whole time.
They deserve to see it.
I've summoned a little dog here. Oh.
There you go. But yeah, you return, you successfully navigate all of the Yak Yetis downstairs. You see Alistair Frost sat at one of the tables looking up very confused as you
I know.
guys parade 4 Yak Yetis through the room. Having no idea that you guys had returned. And he just kind of like, he's got like a newspaper. He sat at the table with a newspaper and coffee. He just kind of peers over the top and, huh?
Hi.
Bless you.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
When?
Just now.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Of course. Of course. You're in the paper, and he kind of like spins.
It's called
the paper
Magic
around,
Jam.
and it's
Look
like
it up.
more Dothak daily news, and you can see like
Oh, wow.
front page headlines: Abacadabra saves town.
Oh,
that
that's
fame?
pretty. Hey, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Irv has been delivering them daily. I've sort of been staying in here where it's a bit safer.
Oh,
That does make sense. And we've let the yaks go by now, right? Like they've bounded off.
They're just slowly they're in like a little yak train, walking out the front
Jack
door.
Tree.
Just
Rip
one
is
behind
waving
each
to
other,
them the whole time. Just till they're out of
slowly
sight.
making their way out.
making their way downtown.
And they didn't wee anywhere, right?
No, only
Okay.
outside the Tower of Eternity.
Good. Oh,
Making
Like
sure.
bright yellow outside.
thank
there.
God they're house trained.
Yeah. I mean, with that in mind, I wouldn't mind I wonder if we can adopt one just to have. I've always wanted a very large pet, that, just kind of loafed about. You get done
Maybe
with your
when
day
we
of
were-
spell casting, you go to your chambers and you just kind of flop back on your big loaf of a pet and just
I
hang
do
out.
have an entire book of pet creatures that you can get if we want.
I mean,
The
yeah,
Stibbles
I want a big
Codex or
loaf.
whatever it's called.
Dibbles.
But it's gonna be like stupidly big and useless.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Bro, I
D&D.
already have one of those.
DM
Hold on,
books.
husband. But
I actually didn't hear what you said because I was so intently flicking through my.
Oh, I said it's
PDFs,
called the
what did you
husband.
say?
I said I already have one of
Oh, it's
those.
called
It's
a
called the husband. He's actually cleaning the whole house right now, so I cannot say that.
Stibbles Codex of Companions. That's the one.
He's a good
That's
guy.
got
That's-
loads of
Not
fun
all
creatures.
husbands, of course.
Not all
Like
not all
Maywood
Jays.
is obviously a fantastic
Yeah.
husband, and we would never
Mhm.
mock.
Just ask my wife. Who's
He is the
sleeping.
best husband I've ever had.
See, being quiet so that she can sleep, being very chill, considerate.
Uh,
I mean,
You
Jay
can get a
Jay just,
capybara.
like, cleans the bedroom.
they're in here.
Fuck you, really?
What?
Hmm.
What did you say? I was listening to,
A capybara.
to Stephanie Munn. Oh, what a cute baby. Let me see these pictures. I need pictures.
Lindsay's like,
Dinosaurs
I
are in
like
Stibbles
that, but I
Codex.
I need fuzz.
Koalas. They're in there.
What if we mixed a dinosaur and a koala?
That
That'd be
honestly
fuzzy.
sounds like a potential violation of several international laws.
They're not Geneva. They're just Geneva suggestions, Mitch.
You can you can get an opossum.
Down here, we just
Um,
call them possums.
There are several dragons in here as well.
They're not American bison, they're buffalo. It's not an
They're
opossum, it's just a
buffalo.
possum.
It's just the O is silent.
Ah, here we go.
We
Monstrosities.
don't even got the O. It's a whole
We
We
don't
get a
even
pygmy
got
owlbear?
the O here.
The only time you should be saying "oh possum" is if it startled you.
Oh, comma possum.
Possum.
hmm
Yeah, do you want a pygmy owlbear? They're a thing in this book.
Yes. No, I want big. Like
Flying
redonkulous
emperor
big.
monkey.
No, they'll poop.
Yes.
I want an a lot. Can I have an a lot?
A what?
A lot.
A lot of
Yeah, I
what?
want a lot of pets too.
A lot. I will. Let me find the meme.
Who's on first? Once again.
I mean, the pygmy owlbear looks pretty big. But not like full owlbear size, I guess. He's just a guy.
He's kind of cute.
He's just a little guy.
I know what big eyes he has.
Yeah.
That is a baby. Look at that. Maybe I'll get that and I'll name him a lot.
There you go.
But this is why. More people should be aware of this.
What is this?
What the fuck?
What I imagine when someone uses the word a lot, a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's a space lot and people don't. So
Yeah,
this
no,
person
I'm
made
with
a
you on
creature.
I had an
This is
English
what-
teacher that drilled that into us that it was too weird, so I never make that.
My aunt did that because she was an English teacher. So when I would
Yeah.
write her like a letter or something, she'd hand it back to me with corrections.
Oh, here's somebody made a more realistic one. Hang on, let me.
And that is why I grew up to be a copywriter, probably.
What is a wizard's parasite? Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, you ready for this baby?
Well, it sucks. It's
Were you about to say it sucks wizards?
I was gonna say it sucks other wizards' powers.
Yeah, it
I
does.
love this a lot.
Okay, so that can happen a lot.
Probably.
He's just a big dumb guy.
Yeah. Sure.
See what it is.
Like, whatever.
We go to adopt a yak yeti, and they're like, "Well, we don't have any adoptable like travel ones, but there's this one."
There's this one. This little guy. He's doing his best.
His brain is one.
And then he just is in Linger's room. He just is in
Wow,
there.
he reminds me so much of Mira, says Linger.
I was just thinking of a Mira joke to make.
Too late. You gotta be quicker than that.
See, it still works because I love Mira a lot.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
If you want to see the lot that we're talking about, join our Discord. And look at the mid-session chat.
There's a
Mid-session
lot
chat
of
is
fun
a
in
lot.
there. Oh,
It
shut
is
up.
a lot.
Damn it. Same
Um,
brain cell.
So you're back at your tower. You are able to take the crystal up to your tower moving room. To be honest, you could leave it anywhere in the tower, and the tower can just start absorbing power from it, if you want.
But we got to make it look like a big deal, right? So
Yeah.
we'll take it to like the driving room, and the driving room probably has like a special plinth that, whatever.
Mhm.
We'll make it. It's all about presentation, right? That's like half of wizardry is making it look like bigger deal than it is.
Yes.
So do that. It's fun. Download image.
So you place the crystal on the plinth. You feel like the ripple of energy throughout the tower. Is there anything else you wanted to do at Mordothak before you guys head over to Doblis? It's going to take about half a day for it to charge up, which a lot faster than the weeks it would have taken from other stuff, so...
I don't have anything.
In fact, not even half a day.
Oh.
I
We're ready
What
to
was in? Yeah, I'm ready. What was in Bliss though? If you refresh.
So there's a couple of things. It's come up a few times. Way back when you were on the floating citadel, it was mentioned by emissaries that came from Thistlewood that they had been investigating Doblis because there had been rumors of sun god activity. You don't super know what's over there, but you do know the next concert where Kay Tbush and her band, her new band, will be playing is over on Doblis. And you know that she has ties to the sun god. So it's entirely possible if stuff is going on over there, she's either involved or she might know something about it. So originally you were just going to go over there, break her legs, and see if she'd tell you anything.
I love this idea.
That's my favorite.
Well, I've got time to break legs. I If you guys are busy, maybe Warden
Main
can do it.
problem
I feel like
is,
that's more permanent.
I can't remember what I said her new band was called.
Kate Bush and the Big Bitches.
Hang on, let's see if I got
I
that.
feel like it was another good pun
Two in the
name,
bush.
but I don't remember. Wow.
Bad. You're banned.
Let's see. How to God. That's not it.
How to God?
KT Bush. Zen du Bliss. I've got that. Let's see. Gold Dust, Yawning Rift. That was important, I guess. Crossing Point. Ley lines could die if the bad group wins. I do have that.
Well, that's
If it's on the scribe quill.
No,
NPCs.
I
Kate
did not write
Bush.
down.
A Dwegar frontwoman of a new band that recently played The Welcoming Dragon, then departed by airship for Bliss. That's all it says, thanks. But it does show me what sessions she was mentioned in, so let me see if they've mentioned it in the recap.
I have a bullet point here that says "against my better judgment." Is that the name of her band?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh,
That's
funny.
the whole bullet point.
That is not helpful at all. Not even a little bit.
I don't. I have no
What
idea.
session was
You
that?
did-
It was right before we met. May ruled Tinkerbottom.
Ah.
Watch it just be 30 Seconds to Mars.
Jared Leto. Jared Leto ruins everything. In this essay,
Maybe I didn't mention the name. Because this would have been the session where you would have seen it or heard it if I had mentioned the name.
I
So
feel
I guess
really
I
good
did
about
not.
picking up on those things, so.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is we should name it now.
Well, you don't know the name. That gives me a session or a 2-week break to name it myself.
I mean, if you just want to do it, that's
You just name it now because we're going.
Trying to
there.
come up with a pun for Fleetwood Mac, but nothing's coming to mind.
Fleetwood Smack.
Ooh, Valentine's Day next session.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
we
not gonna
can't
be
play
here,
next-
but-
Well, we're not doing
Oh yeah.
Sons of Syldaris next time because
Well, you said you weren't gonna
I've
be
got
here,
family
Mitch.
coming up for my birthday. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
22nd.
I'm 17.
Oh.
Well, happy
You
birthdays.
were only 17 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, he looks
I look
so good
horrible
for
for my
your
age.
Cool. So, yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to do in Mordothak before you head off? Ervir is still, as far as you can tell, in the city. Do you want to leave him there, or
Oh.
do you want to call him
No,
back to the
we
tower?
have to. No, we have to go get him.
I'll just
Wait.
message him.
Oh, thank you. I was going to
Yeah.
say, can we
Chill,
not
he's
just?
got connections.
Yeah.
You can leave him if you want. It is a genuine question.
No,
well,
I don't
I'll
want to.
give him the option. Like, say,
Yeah,
we're leaving
yeah.
tomorrow. If you wish to come, which we'd be delighted. You know, feel free to come with us. If you got other things you got to take care of, we understand. Although we would be disappointed.
There is a brief pause before. You know, I've always wanted to see Bliss. See you in the morning.
Ciao for now.
That guy's so nice.
Cool. So Ervir knows now.
I'm glad someone
He's
took
been
care of that because
notified.
Bureau wouldn't have noticed until after they left and been like, "Where's Irving?"
Fuck!
Oh my god. Oh, she's so dumb. That's so cute.
But yeah, is there anything you guys want to do or prepare?
Brass knuckles, maybe.
Should probably redo my spells.
Mira's
Do you
just sat at the
should
table
I keep
humming.
teleportation? Should I keep teleportation circle handy to get back
Hell
to the
yeah.
tower?
I almost feel like always, yeah.
Okay, I will start doing that.
Mira's preparing a couple of knuckle sandwiches at the table.
Knuckle bath bombs.
Let's see. I don't have the new things loaded in yet, I don't think.
Bath bombs more like regular bombs.
Let's see. What do I? Chromatic orb. Do I need that? Or do I already have something else?
I do enjoy chromatic orb a lot.
So do
I'll
I.
leave it. I'll leave it for now. I like having Wither and Bloom because sometimes people get hurt. Do I want
It's
Bloody
a good
Burst?
one.
Wither and Bloom has come in really clutch multiple times.
Yeah, I like having it.
I like it.
I feel like I don't use Tasha's Mind Whip very much.
I love
I would
Tasha's
say
Mind Whip.
Put that on the
Should I take off Bloody Burst or Tasha's Mind Whip? Between the
Tasha's
two.
Mind Whip. I kind of like it. I don't know what Bloody Burst does, but it just sounds more like a linger thing.
She's
Because
used
you're
it a
used
couple
to
of times.
seeing her explode people.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, totally keep that. Yeah, keep that. We want to explode her.
All right.
Where's about to explode heart? We got to keep that one too.
Third level, I only have counter spell currently prepped, but I've got dispel. Glyph of warding is I just have it so that I can have the various damage types. I haven't used Rain of Spiders in a while. I could re-up that one.
Ooh,
If anybody
that's pretty
missed-
cool.
And then I've got Tiny Hut, but I don't have to prep that one. And Veil of Forgotten Truths is a fun RP one. What level was Dimensional Shove?
It was third, I want to say, off the top of my head. Maybe second.
Okay.
There is a search bar.
Yeah. Well, I'm just kind of. I'm gonna take off a couple
Scrolling.
things and then. Yeah. How do we feel about
Dimensional
Echo of
Shove.
Oblivion? That one's pretty fun. What is the protected Nimbus? That's kind of sexy. I'm gonna try that one. So take off Echo, put on Nimbus. All right. Yeah, and this is literally how Linger in the evening. She's just like flipping between pages. She's like, Nimbus, Doom,
Linger is one
Summer
of the
Doom.
most relatable wizards ever.
Destiny, Doom. Just that's really the 8 hours of rest that everyone else needs. Is just her
Reshapes.
hemming and hawing over spells.
Mira will sit there until she falls asleep, basically, and
Decimate bloodline.
try to learn.
Yeah. Pressure cutter, or do I want Heavenly Crown? Oh, I've got to remember that I could burst into flames. I got to remember that.
That's so cool.
I mean, I
Yeah.
could do that once.
I can. Are we about to rest or are we about to leave? What are we doing?
So you've just rested at the Tower of
Okay.
Eternity.
I wasn't sure if we
Now we're
fast
prepping
forwarded
for
again. Okay.
Let's say pretty sure
We haven't
are
fast forwarded
rested,
yet, but we can.
No, I just wasn't. I was
Like,
just trying to get the
everyone's prepped.
timeline in my head. All right.
Yeah, I'm good to boot.
Yep, I'm good.
Because I thought Irver said something about see you in the morning, and I was like, okay, I guess we're. But
Yeah,
maybe
we
I
have to
missed
wait
it.
for the thing to charge, so.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all. If we're not going to leave right now, then just for kicks, she'll do her flame skull thing.
Fucking
And that's
Ghost
just
Rider.
literally her face turns into a flaming skull.
Oh my god.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Yeah, like this. Fun little hat
Love it.
trick. Which she thinks is no big deal. She's just like, see?
Cool. So as you guys are like riding out, kind of the rest of the day, getting all your preparations ready, stocking up on rations, any like minor spell components, all of that sort of stuff. Because obviously at this point, you can freely come in and out of Mordothak. So it's very easy to stock back up and just make sure you're ready to go.
Yep.
You see Alistair Frost did leave his newspaper on the table. And if anyone's interested, there are obviously a few stories in there, mostly related to Mordothak, but a couple of bits about Erroth as a whole.
Yeah, let's read some newspapers. Also, does anyone ever say to Alistair Frost, stay frosty before he leaves? Because I just feel like they should.
Chester probably does, let's be real.
You can just hear a chorus of like all of the bullywugs are with the grunt. Stay frosty, stay frosty, stay frosty. He hates it.
Most of it is kind of reporting on the goings on inside Mordothak. They've been mining deeper into the mountains around, and here's what they've been uncovering. There's been new deposits of aero crystals found, new deposits of eternal ice, all of that good stuff. You see there is an article in there as you kind of start seeing some of the like overseas news and news from abroad. You see in a dramatic shift in Azith politics, the general and leader of the Gate Guardians, Sir Thormiel of Thistlewood, has temporarily stepped up to take the throne of Thistlewood after the Emperor was deposed after being revealed to be working for the cult that is causing trouble around the world, and also, more importantly, a whole fucking vampire.
Winger makes a
that was
note
a
that we
thing.
should release an official statement in support of Sir Thormiel as an organization. We should do that.
And you do see is like there's comments from the Gate Guardians as well. They were able to track down and locate other coffins that he had stored around, and they've destroyed those just in case the valiant efforts of Abacadabra, who located his main coffin hidden behind the throne, weren't enough to slay him fully. But that they were confident that the work that this band of valiant heroes was sufficient. It is simply safety precautions. So again, like another avenue of your name spreading across Erroth, because
We famous.
the Zeroth dynasty rules a good chunk of one of the major continents of the world, and you have just shifted the power balance of that. You've put it in the hands of someone who actually gives a fuck, and also is not just a racist high elf who thinks that Thistlewood should only be for the high elves. You have done something pretty massive. You continue reading on. The Dune Crosser has been sighted roaming once more across the deserts of Dublis, which I'd say you've probably all heard of the Dune Crosser. It's like a massive walking city that walks across the sand in Dublis, doesn't stay in one place too long. It's a gnomish city, of course, because who else would think, let's put massive fucking mechanical legs on the bottom of our city and have it just walk around. And as you kind of turn towards the entertainment news, you do see there is mention of the return of the year, the famous K Bush, after unfortunately having to disband Octarine Floyd after one of their members attempted to sow discord among them and discredit the entire band. But fear not, she is returning with Bleakwood Pact, ready
There we
for their
go.
next
There
gig.
it is.
And they will be
Very
performing
good.
in Dublis at the end of this.
Say it again.
Bleakwood Pact.
Terrible
Is
name,
there-
honestly.
Just out of curiosity, is there a picture of the band, and is it the same band members?
There is a picture. It is not the same band members.
Okay, interesting. Do I recognize any of them? Any of these new folk?
Sort of. There are the two guitarists, the lead and the rhythm, of course, are a pair of drow, which kind of at first you don't really think too much of. Why? I just realized I'm still playing Linger's theme tune.
Yeah.
I was just jamming.
Unintentionally. This whole time has just been one long Linger moment.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping
Nothing
my
wrong with
moment
that.
was over now. I was just like, why is this still...
No wonder Lindsay sounded so on edge.
Yeah. Like, please let me go.
She's like, am I supposed to be doing something big?
Like, I'm
I
just,
thought we
are
were
we
just
napping? I
napping
don't
and going
know.
to the tower.
It was starting to, I was like, I'm
sorry.
spot bills. Okay.
The drow don't specifically like stand out as people you know necessarily, but you do kind of recognize them. They were involved in the attack that you guys were dealing with when you found you kind of during the Octarine Floyd performance when there was that drow attack, and you guys that was where Chester started collecting daggers.
Yeah, I got my spider one.
Two of the drow in the band were involved in that attack.
Yeah, that sort of
And
checks
they
out.
work for the Empress,
Yeah.
who I believe you saw, but you have not fought.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We didn't close that loop.
No, and she ended up escaping from the Runestone Forge and killing
Yeah.
Irva's best friend.
Yes.
Oh,
Yep. Yeah.
That I remember. All right, well, maybe this will be a
That's
multiple bird stone situation where we can get Empress. We can whatever you guys are doing with Kay. I don't know. You know, I'm keeping my nose out of it. Lots
well,
of
we're
things.
killing her.
I
think
ain't, you know, as I say, you do you.
Yeah, the incident with the Empress, I think, only reinforces that we need to 100% our jobs when we do them.
Yeah. Living low.
Yeah, I mean, you'd been reassured by the Runestone Forge that they could keep her contained. They were not prepared for a full-scale attack to retrieve her.
Really should have. I mean, it's the Empress. So, anyway, that's on them. And it's on us for thinking that it would be all right. And that's okay. We learned. Now we know.
We live
No
and we
prisoners.
learn.
That's the lesson we took away, Mitch, is just we got to murder.
Murder more.
Which, of course.
That's the lesson I learned.
Negotiation. No, Mitch has taught us to murder.
Murder.
Judas, no.
It's my favorite vine.
So the next morning rolls around. Irva is sat waiting at the table the next morning, having breakfast with Alistair Frost.
Hi, good morning, everybody.
And they both just kind of like turn and wave as you guys come in. By the way, Linger, by the time you'd gone back to your suite, probably that evening, it is spotless.
Good.
It is sparkling.
He can
You can
live
smell
another day.
the fear.
Do I have my allot yet?
Yes. Yes.
Like, is it
Says Linger.
as like a maybe Bud got him as an apology?
It would have also just been easy enough to walk back into Mordothak and find someone selling pets.
Okay, she did that. That's what she did during the downtime when my music was playing and I didn't know why I was supposed to be doing something. That's what it was.
Perfect.
Without even asking.
What are they called?
It's an allot.
No, but does he have a name?
Oh,
It's a very important question.
It is a very important question. I'm gonna need just a little bit of time. No,
fine.
I'm not. It's Scruffy Muggins.
That was fast.
Yeah, that was fast.
Love it. You can also like buy a whole bunch of stuff for him as well.
Oh yeah.
So like, I imagine Linger's suite now has an entire like wing dedicated just to him.
Yeah, like she and Rip just went ham. Just absolutely, like they came across Scruffy Muggins. They knew at first sight. Maybe it's some of her like Chester curse coming through. This
Oh Lord.
need to do too much, I
Mhm.
guess. And yeah, so he's got his own little house that he never uses. He's got a big wheel that he never uses. He's got lots and lots of toys. He's got just as many outfits as Rip
But
has.
the cardboard boxes that everything came in, those he
That.
loves.
And I have to keep them until he's utterly destroyed them. And only at that point can I get rid of them.
The realist part
He
of
does have this tendency to like, he wants to get on the platform to go down to other levels, but then like once he's down on the other level, he immediately wants to get back on the platform to go back up.
D&D.
And he has to do it several times a day. Like he just can't decide where the fuck he wants to be.
Chester's like just come out the shower. He's got his towel wrapped around him, and the fucking disc comes down with this guy staring at him. And
Take a
then just
picture, it'll
slowly
last
floats
longer.
Back up again. Oh god.
And
Ugh.
it does sleep like 18, 19 hours a day.
Of course.
So it's like plays for a minute, he gets on the up and down,
And then goes to
Disc.
sleep.
and then just crashes out.
Been a couple of times you've just not been able to use the disc for a couple of hours because he is asleep on the disc.
Yeah, we have to take stairs.
Mura calls
But
the
he's a
disc
sweetie.
down so she can go downstairs, and he is just asleep on the disc.
Aww.
On his back almost, like he's still on his side, so like arms up.
Nice.
Cute. He's a ridiculous addition to the house, and I'm happy.
I love him.
Alistair as well has been spending a lot of time with your arcano-mechanical dog, Mura, especially since
Oh,
you've
that's
been
good.
away. And they are best buddies now.
Biscuit basket.
Biscuit Basket, aka
Um,
Phantom.
But yeah, your tower is fully charged. You are able to make your way up to the control room, where there is, of course, now a new button at the bottom for the allot to push with his nose,
Or lack thereof.
or lack thereof. Just mush his face into it. And you power up the Tower of Power. And you feel again that familiar kind of shaking and shuddering as the tower starts to power up. Everything kind of vanishes around you, and you start teleporting to Dublis. Is there, as I swap to the world map for you, and we jump on over to look at Dublis, is
Yeah.
there anywhere in particular you are looking to go in Dublis?
Let me see.
I don't know.
Bow, bow,
Hmm.
bow. Where are you, Douglas? You over here?
I guess. Did it say in the
There is
paper where?
hero pinging. You what?
Where did it say in the newspaper where Kay Bush was playing?
It did. Just bear with me, because for some reason the map is showing two
Stupid.
islands to the right of Dublis on the stream, not Dublis itself.
Yeah, I had to scooch it over for myself too. That's why I was like, "Where's the bliss?" All right,
Fragments.
I have been to Ancestor Oasis, so let's not go there. Emperor's Storm sounds super cool. Saka or Vulu.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Lone Chapel. If we're looking for a cult in a lone
Yeah.
chapel. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's just quintessential human settlement.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Rundala.
similar to most of the continents on Erroth, it's kind of split into various areas, and there are effectively 3 capitals in Dublis. So
That's-
you've got Betutset, which is the capital of the Lonely Wastes. You have Elos, which is the capital of the Whispering Dunes.
Mm-hmm.
And you have Jansei, which is the capital of the Restless Expanse.
Tarfu.
In which of these, I presume, she was playing in a capital?
Yes. So you would know that she was due to play in Betutset.
That's it. That's fun to
That
say.
was like one of the main tour dates, because it is one of the capitals. She's playing each of them, but that's the first.
And regarding sun god rumors in Dublis, we never got specific with location, did we?
No.
Just okay. All right. Well, then
I think
Chester
we did
would.
hear that they might have been targeting the Dune Crosser, but that was unsubstantiated rumor, and at the time, no one actually knew which part of Dublis it was in anyway.
Yeah.
That's close to there.
What is
You-
it? On
you
this
of
map?
course know Kutafet.
Uh-huh.
Because
I've been there. I have a house
where
there.
your house is like
Yeah.
kind of underneath
Do you?
it.
Yeah, I got a
That's
house
cool.
there.
A
She
winter
has a house
home.
underground. It's kind of in between Kutafet and the Ancestor Oasis. Underground.
Totally.
It's certainly one of the houses of all time.
It's a house. And it's very
It's just
cool and
full of stale
It's-
seal bread,
oh,
angelic
no.
seal bread.
Yeah.
I don't know. The
Actually, I
IRS
think
probably.
Spanner made some cleaning bots for you, so it probably wouldn't.
Not
be
the
Oh, that's right.
IRS.
Yeah, I
Not
forgot.
the IRS.
Yeah, Spanner filled that house with little tiny robots. So
That's
They're
true.
just-
Yeah.
that house has been broken down and rebuilt 1,800 times in your absence.
And
I
they've
don't even
become
recognize-
sentient. Started their own society. Okay, well then, I guess since we don't have a exact pinpoint of sun god activity, but we do have an exact pinpoint of K activity, we could go in around Betesis, right in this area, and he points to his map and then pings it with a magical pinging map
Oh.
spell.
I'll allow it. Chester's family are cartographers. He knows map magic.
my magic, and I've got, prestidigitation. I'm sure that's something I could handle.
No, I know, I'm just being a dick. It's definitely something I'd allow with prestidigitation.
So, quick question. With this map, the Dune Crosser, that's just a representation of it exists somewhere on this continent somewhere, right? Because it moves around, or is that its last rumored location?
You guys wouldn't know, and it wouldn't be marked on your map, but that is roughly where it currently is. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I just assumed it just meant it was somewhere here, kind of like how you've got the airship. That doesn't mean that's like where it, because it's. So my suggestion was going to be that maybe we put our tower kind of in the same hex that the Dune Crosser is in. Not because I thought the Dune Crosser was there, but just because I don't think we need to like plop down right beside Betuset, both to be able to lay low a little bit, but also just to give ourselves. It's pretty open right there.
And it looks like there's a path through these mountains should we need to go one way or the other, so that would probably be good too.
Yeah. So I just want to clarify, I wasn't intentionally trying to put us
dunes,
the Dune Crosser.
Dunes, I assume.
Yeah.
That is the Western Dune Field, and it is an enormous field of sand dunes, which is part of the reason why the Dune Crosser exists, so that it can actually cross the Dune Field.
Yeah, so we can like nestle our tower down in this field of dunes.
Under the N of Dune Crosser, right there near the road.
Okay.
And that way, if we have to go west, there's a road right there. We have to go east, which I think we do. There's a road right there.
Yeah, and then we can get the
bullywugs
to kind of faux plaster the tower with sand to help camouflage it, keep them busy.
Land.
Yeah.
I'm in. I am so in.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure that Scruffy Muggins has enough food and water.
Oh, this definitely looks like a pants-off continent as well. So just keep that in mind.
Linger thinks long and hard about that.
Not yet, but it's late in the day.
Donald Duck in it, bro.
Yeah, it's more just like, how do I get a shorter skirt? How would I?
How would I?
Because she can't just run around in her undies.
You all press your buttons, pull your levers, spin your wheels, do whatever job Linger has given each of you that
Warden
doesn't
is
do a
just
huge amount because it's all controlled by her controls.
Warden is just like he's just assigned to a big like knife switch. It makes like a satisfying ka-chunk sound whenever he pulls it down.
I love it.
And he's the only one strong enough to pull it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, no, Chester is now too because he has the belt that I keep forgetting about.
I'm pretty strong. I don't like to use
the
it.
power level.
What's your power level?
25 strength.
But yeah, everything, as you're kind of getting a bit more used to now, everything kind of lurches around you. Everything kind of vanishes. All the sound, the cold, your sense of direction. And then every sensation kind of returns all at once. You immediately feel dry air scouring your lungs. There is just the scent of dust and hot metal in the air. Beyond the windows of your tower, you can just see like an endless ocean of sand, almost. You see dunes that roll like waves do on the ocean, but they are beneath just this absolutely merciless sun above you. It is just this like bleached, perfect blue, vast, empty sky. All you can see is the sun. The foundations of your tower just immediately sink a bit into just cracked desert earth. And you can actually see like the heat haze shimmering, because obviously like when all the arcane sigils flare up, they kind of heat up a little bit, and now there's the heat of those versus the desert heat, and it's causing this really strange heat haze just shimmering around the outside of the tower.
I don't like it.
And it's just like kind of warping the horizon. You see it like waving in the distance, and then everything almost starts to dim a little bit. Not clouds, not night. You see a shadow sliding across the sand, impossibly broad, swallowing dune after dune as it advances towards you. And then you hear, as well as seeing, gears grinding, this deep rhythmic thunder that you can feel deep in your bodies. Even though you're in the tower, it is shaking the tower as you look up and out the windows. Far across the desert, rising above the dunes like a moving mountain of iron and brass and steel, you see the colossal form of the Dune Crosser, striding this walking city of towers, bridges, smokestacks, these enormous, vast, arcano-mechanical legs, just driving it inexorably across Doblis. It doesn't slow, it doesn't seem to turn, and just what was like empty desert around you, there is now just this imposing, enormous walking city, walking almost parallel in a way to your tower, close enough that if you want to, you could probably reach it in about half a day's worth of travel. And with that, we will end our session there.
No!
Ooh.
Mostly so that I can get the desert music playlist sorted again.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Because I had that on Kenku, but I need to reload it into soft rope.
This music
Of course,
thing that
it's
you're
gonna be
using now
all
is
sitar
great.
tracks.
Yeah, it didn't do any weird stuff once.
It didn't,
Yeah.
yeah.
At least
it
on my
didn't-
end.
It's fine, like, soft rope is amazing and super dependable. The only issues I've ever really had with it is sometimes when I change playlists, it will just and start the next song, but it's
Sounds like a hot new jam.
Oh,
I was about
Yeah.
to say, the amount of times I have had people make remix jokes has pissed me off to the point where I've stopped using it for the streams.
Oh my
Whoops.
god. Lindsay's like, that was not me.
Because it was happening a lot before. It's a lot better now. The only other issue, and the only other reason why I hadn't been using it for the streams, is because it's not controllable by Stream Deck. So it's a little bit more effort to change the music, but it's not the end of the world. There is a way to do it. It's just really finicky, and I couldn't figure it
Like
out. And it was
macros
making me
and stuff?
incredibly angry to try and figure it out.
Yeah, it's really
thing.
hard if you gotta.
Because what was really
Those
good
Long
about
Island-
Kenku is like when you make your playlist, it creates a link to that playlist.
Oh.
And then Kenku did actually have an extension for Stream Deck, so I could just drag Kenku playlist, or in fact, maybe it was custom actions. But either way, I could drag onto one of my Stream Deck buttons and then go, send this link, press play, So then when I press the button, it sends that link to Kenku, and Kenku goes, oh, I need to open this playlist, and it opens the playlist and starts playing. Which made life super easy, but clearly it can't handle what I need it to do at the moment, so... You're done.
It can't handle your
You're done.
strongest.
But yes, we'll end our session there, and we will see you all next time. I hope you all enjoyed. Goodbye.
It
So
was
much information.
fun.
And remember,
So much information.
fuck
Mhm.
K Spush.
I did already.
Hate that bitch.
All my homies hate Kate.
All the homies hate K, but all the homies love Kate Bush.
Mhm.
Like
Oh,
her.
yeah.
Yes.
Look at
Yeah,
her.
she's
shit.
good.
She's great.
Mhm, mhm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Mm.
Bye.